Hey everybody, it's the Rum Meister Unleashed, but more importantly, it's just been Jay's birthday. Out here on the West Coast and Central Mountain Time, it's still actually his birthday, but for him, it's 10 after midnight on the East Coast. And anyway, we're getting crazy because Jay Hannon's in the house and it's his birthday.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
Jay.
Cheers. This is not an alcoholic drink, but it's something to pep me up. So here you go.
Everybody in the chat, Jay's birthday. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, everybody.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Yep. And he's still there in Little River, South Carolina.
Where else am I supposed to be?
Yeah. And from Santa Cruz, California, master of the house, Johnny Beane.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, my camera's not on because I haven't had dinner yet.
Oh, you're ruining my birthday, man.
I haven't eaten. Like, you're full and I'm starving.
From New Zealand, we have.
I'm here though.
Yeah, from New Zealand, we have Fender Guru here. Amazing. Like we're global here. Yeah. JJ's House of Jams, R2, R3, Sean Mahoney, James Orcutt here again. Shane Robinson, Michael Bday here again. And just before, I hate forgetting stuff when the night ends. I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank Johnny Beane, Dave Nesdahl, Jay Hannon, Caleb Rapoport, Ben Coombs, Alex Zipkin, Michael Smith, everybody in the chat, R2, R3, ET5150, John BL 5150, Scott Nickerson, all you that have supported me with this whole cast thing. I'll show it to you for the last time. There it is.
Thumbnail.
My ugly neon cast. So guys,
we saw more than that.
Yeah, right.
Remember Billy Madison? Well, that guy. Oh, never mind. I can't say it on here, man.
Hey, David Allen Wright.
David Allen Wright, how are you doing?
Yeah, big shout out to David Allen.
Good to see you.
Yeah, he was responsible, one of the guys in the link of guys to get me a whale tail Floyd for my 5150 Kramer. So big shout out to David Allen. Yeah. So guys, the cast thing. I'll say day 2 was really bad. Like this couch back here. Like on the Tuesday show, it was like 4:00 Pacific. We go live sort of at 5:00. I was down and out. Like I was in agony. Like I guess all the ice from icing my ankle, like for surgery, like it was a day later. So all of a sudden, it's like, the icing sort of gone away, but all of a sudden the pain increases. So the Heineken wasn't enough. So I switched to rum. Because I am the Rum Meister from R2, R3, and that helped me get through Tuesday. And then I had to watch the rerun of Tuesday's show. And then, the last few days, and finally today, I can sort of move my toes at the end of the cast, and I can actually almost stand on them. So, we're getting some progress. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
enough about
glad
that.
to see you feeling a lot better, buddy.
Yeah. And just again, thanks to everybody for the support. I didn't even ask for it. I'm just, sometimes we release personal information about ourselves, but it really sucks to not be able to be active, right? So, yeah. Anyway, Jay, let's hear about your day, man. Beginning to now. What'd you do?
Well, David Allen Wright, I thought I saw a post from him the other day about him working on making a trans trem. Is that true?
Yes.
Because I want one.
Yeah, so Jay, you got a friend, David Allen Wright, on Facebook?
I think we already are. Yeah,
there you go. See, I didn't even know. He was just a connection through Dave Nesdahl, and then all of a sudden, bang, I've got a new tremolo on my 5150, right? So, yeah. So Jay, what's your tackle with that? If you were to get one like 6 months or a year from now, what would you do with it? Do you have a guitar there you'd want to put it on, or?
My plan would be, I highly doubt I'm going to be able to get a Steinberger GL2T. So I would probably, I talked to this was quickly, but I talked to Chris Hubbard and said if I were to come up with a trans trem somehow, if I were to get a Wolfgang for him to kind of route out for the, because he did that himself.
Yeah.
He routed out a Wolfgang, and did it. So he said, yeah. So that would be the plan.
Oh,
To have a
okay.
Wolfgang retrofitted for a trans trim.
Right.
Yep. Because like I
Cool.
said, the chances of me coming up or finding a decent Steinberger, it's probably not going to happen. So.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jay, back to your birthday day. How did it start? What'd you do? Did you go for breakfast or?
Yeah, we went for breakfast, but we got such a late start.
It became lunch.
It became lunch, and
Oh,
like
that
I
was the
said,
sandwich you had.
yeah, at Firehouse Subs, I got an email this morning saying, "Hey, it's your birthday. Come, have a free sub on us."
Really?
And
Oh.
instantly, the second I saw the email, my mouth
Out the
started
door.
salivating.
They do
Yeah.
that?
It's like huh?
You can do that? If you sign up with some of those places, they'll give you a
Yes.
free sub on your birthday?
I'll show you the email. Jersey Mike's does it.
Oh man.
And so
Okay.
Firehouse Subs. Let me show you here it is. Happy Sub Day. And here's the email.
Wow.
Yep. And I went there, showed them this email, and they were like, "Okay." I was like, "You need my license or anything to show you that it is my?" He's like, "No, don't worry about it." I was like, "Okay, I'll come in tomorrow for my
man.
birthday sub too."
You're gonna keep that email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day is your birthday.
Every day is my birthday.
So Jay, what was the setup with that? Does Jeannie know someone that worked there or something that let them know it was your birthday? Or
No.
I missed that part of it.
It's like they came out with the candle on it and they were singing and
No, when we first moved down to South Carolina, we visited this Firehouse Subs a lot. I'd say like 3 or 4 times a month.
Yeah.
And it was almost like Cheers,
Yeah.
You walk into the place, Norm.
Hey.
Yeah. It was that type of thing. So, I signed up for the birthday club or whatever it is. So every year on my birthday, I get an email saying, "Hey, come in and get a free sub."
Nice.
But you still have to buy the drink. You still,
Yeah.
But no, it was delicious. We had a good time.
man. Oh, I'm glad you had a birthday today, man, because my birthday's coming up in a few months, and if I go to all my favorite sub places and sign up real quickly.
Yep.
Oh man, we got the Jersey Mikes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if you guys remember, we actually had a guy down in Orange County, down in LA area. He actually has a Jersey Mike's, like he owns one.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent me some free coupons to try it because I was talking about it on here. So I got a couple free subs, and yeah, they're great. They're great.
I think we had mentioned we had talked about Jersey Mike's because I said something about the roast beef from Jersey Mike's is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you get too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I call it the roast beast.
Roast beast and provolone. Provolone.
Man. But yeah, we got the Jersey Mike's. We got the Jimmy John's.
How were they? Jimmy John's good? Because they're in Illinois as well, but I never had Jimmy John's, I don't think.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're good.
They have one in Seattle too. Yeah, I've been to that one.
They're good. On Thursdays when I go up to Walnut Creek, I've been skipping the Chipotle and been getting the Jimmy John's. So if I saw it, huh?
Is Jimmy John's known for their warm subs or cold subs, or is it both?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably both.
Because Jersey Mike's, if I want a cold sub, I'll go to them. But if Firehouse is more known for their their warm hot subs, so I'll go to them for that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so after the hot subs, what happened after that?
Wait, well, what was on the hot sub? We got.
I got the beef brisket, the
Nice.
beef and cheddar brisket. Oh, I'm telling you, it was perfect.
You looked happy when you're eating it.
Oh, I ate it too fast. And then we had to get dog food, so we went over to Walmart, which is right next door.
Yeah.
Now, I probably shouldn't be saying this because whatever, but literally 5 minutes.
The dogs are drooling right now.
5 minutes after we get into Walmart, I'm like, Jeannie, I gotta go. So I go into Walmart's bathroom, and
laid it down.
A bomb. No, I couldn't even. A bomb hit the bathroom before I even stepped in there.
Oh,
So I'm like, I go back outside. I'm shaking my head. She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "The bathroom is already ruined. Like, I can't do anything else to it." So I left and went over to Home Depot and destroyed their bathroom. So it was all good.
Well, they can fix it. Yeah.
But their bathrooms are always dirty because it's all construction guys in there.
No, actually, the Home Depot in North Myrtle Beach is actually it's pretty good. They have 6 stalls. But the funny thing is I was in the first stall, right? Toilet talk with Jay. I went to the first stall, and there was nobody else in there, right? So I'm sitting there. Next thing you know, somebody comes in and goes to the stall right next to me, and I'm thinking to myself, the whole bathroom is empty. Yeah. You got 5 other stalls to choose from, and you sit right next to me.
It wasn't a senator, and he wasn't rubbing his foot underneath the stall, was he?
No. No, there was none of that.
So Jay, I have that with parking. Like, I'll go to a parkade. There's like 80 parking spaces. I park at one, and then somebody comes and parks right next to you. You know, I'm not like, I like my stuff and everything, but I got sports cars, right? 2 of them. I don't want them dinged up or anything, but there's 80 spots. Don't park right next to me. Well,
you're not one of those guys that parks like in between spots and like parks sideways so nobody. Okay, good, because I hate those people.
I always park away. So I don't want someone throwing their door open and it dings my door. And then all of a sudden the paint's like smacked up, right? Hey, Dave.
Yep. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
How you doing? Sorry, I'm late.
It's all right. We're just learning about Jay's birthday today. So he had a sub, and then he went to Home Depot to the bathroom.
He's telling us about his bathroom today.
Uh-huh.
How Larry Craig was sitting next to him.
Oh. I don't know who that is.
You know, the guy that got busted in the Minneapolis airport bathroom for rubbing his foot underneath the he said he had a wide stance. You guys remember this? This is about 10 years ago. You guys might be too young.
Yeah, Dave, we had David Allen Wright was in the chat here. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
We gave him a shout out. He's working on the Steinberger trim. Is his next build that he's working on. So Jay's all excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jay. So after Home Depot, what happened?
I went back to Walmart and rendezvoused with Jeannie and Ellie. And then I got a Def Leppard t-shirt, which I'll be sporting coming up on this week's next week's show.
Are you talking Pyromania or Hysteria?
Yes, I am.
Which one?
Pyromania.
Okay. I bought that and Men at Work, Business as Usual in 1983 when they were both released on the same day, I think. Yeah.
Oh, they were the same day, those albums?
Well, I know I bought them on the same day. It was right around the same time. It must have been.
You know how rare it is to buy 2 classic records or albums on the same day?
Yeah.
You know?
I'll have to look it up. Hey, Matthew Stewart.
Sorry, I'm laughing about dry heat. I'm eating, by the way. That's why you can't see me. We're talking about toilets, and I just got my dinner.
Oh. What are you eating?
I'm eating a homemade hamburger and a kale salad.
Kale.
Awesome.
Is it a hamburger with cheese?
Yeah.
It's a Wishburger.
Cheeseburger.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
It's a Wishburger. It's
a cheeseburger with onions.
Ugh.
Grilled onions.
No meat, though.
No.
We got 39 watching. Awesome. Okay, Jay, what's next? Did you go do some activity today?
Well, here's the thing. Once Walmart got over with, once we got home.
Stallmart,
yeah. I mean, it's nap time for the little pumpkin. So it was basically it until everybody came over. And like I said before, the initial plan was to meet up at a Mexican restaurant, Casa Villa, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock, and then come back to our house for cake and everything, and the draft, which I thought started at 8 p.m. tonight, but it actually started at 7. So all the plans went haywire. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just order pizza, have everybody show up at our house at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And hang out, drink a little bit, and it was fun.
Right on.
Had a really good time.
What's the name of the pizza joint you order from?
Pizza Hut.
Do you find the Pizza Hut that it's kind of greasy on the bottom?
I love Pizza Hut, man.
No, I'm
it's
just asking.
It's not that bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like that out here. Yeah, it's a bit greasy on the bottom. Yeah, compared to Domino's. Like Domino's is pretty dry on the bottom, but Pizza Hut here, it's kind of greasy on the bottom. Like when you pick up a slice. Yeah.
No,
Domino's. Domino's. That's it's greasy on top, whereas Pizza Hut's greasy on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
the secret is when you order light sauce.
Oh, you think the sauce is going through?
Well, I don't know. I'm just, as far as the flavor, like I don't like that much sauce on my pizza.
Oh, okay.
And Michael Smith's busting my chops right now. Pizza Hut, Jay. Yeah, Pizza Hut. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jay, I was just going to say one of the things I liked the most about last night when we were live with Michael Anthony, your dad and you were like on the camera watching was Caleb was talking to him.
Yeah, I was leaning over. Yeah, that was cool, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Hey, Jay, how did that draft go for you for the Bears? Was it good or bad, or we don't know yet?
It's hard to tell. I mean, that you could think you're drafting, a perennial Pro Bowler, and the next thing you know, he can barely make the team. So,
right.
at this point, it's all a crapshoot. I mean, if they knew who they were drafting, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. But it's exciting. Me and my father are huge football fans. That's like our number one sport. We watch together and stuff. So,
yeah,
it's just fun.
But, so I guess Dave knows about this. Was it not true that a bunch of guitars were sent out to the East Coast, and like 4 of the stealths and a couple of the ivory ones out like in your direction? Isn't it like you can take your information and just go grab one? Because
it's not like that, because I mean I'm sure every guitar company is different, but when the Mirror Ibanez universe right there, right?
Yep.
That's the second one. When I initially bought it, the first one that I bought had a problem with it. I forget what it was, but it was something with the neck. Of course, every guitar that I buy, there's something wrong with it. But I brought it back to the store and they were like, "We can't set this thing up. There's something, I don't know what it was. I forget. It was 18 years ago. You know what I mean? The guitar was built in 2000. So I mentioned the same thing. They're like, "Okay, we're going to have to send this back to Ibanez and they're going to have to send us a new one for you." I'm like, "But you have one hanging up there." And they're like, "It doesn't work like that. We can't just give you one from the shelf or from the wall." Because let's just say they do that, right? Yeah. And then somebody came in the next day to buy one of those and it's not there. So I get why they can't do that.
For me, it's always priority, right? You're a customer.
They already made the sale. They already made the sale with me. So it's like, hey, Ibanez will,
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of the same.
There's 2 ways to look at that. That's in my opinion. And my opinion means nothing.
Well, no, but you worked in the store for 20 years.
Very poor customer service.
It wasn't, because they gave me
How long did you have yours? How long did you have your guitar?
A week.
Then it's poor customer service. They could have given you that one.
They gave me a loaner RG 7-string, and then when this one came in, they let me keep the loaner. So it worked out for me.
Yeah, Alex Zipkin says, "Yeah, I had to deal with that once. Had to send a customer guitar to the manufacturer because GC can't use their inventory to fill a manufacturer warranty claim." Oh, okay. So there's some inside scoop right there to do with warranty stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. When I worked for Guitar Center, I did whatever needed to be done to make it a happy customer, because that's what makes a return customer, and therefore you get more business that way. Always did it. If it came out of stock, you send the one back. You send the one back that you gave the customer as your stock, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. And there's Jay, there's no news on your stealth since last week. No news.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What's going on? David Allen Wright asks, is that the old universe? The mirror pickguard one is a 2000 and the black and green one is a 91. So yes.
Huh. My next question. Oh, for Dave. Sorry, Dave. I know I've had surgery Monday and struggling Tuesday, and I'm here now. But Dave, I know nothing about the show you went to last weekend. What did you see? Anything good? Anything that was negative? Or I know nothing about your lab.
No, there were a few guitars there that were really cool. There was a 56 Strat and a 59 Strat.
Sunburst?
The 56 was a Sunburst. The 59 was a blonde.
Wow.
The 59 was a rosewood fretboard blonde. That was the king and queen of the show. The 56 was like $36,000, and the 59 was $45,000.
Wow.
And then there were these guitars that I fell in love with from a company called Walla Walla Guitars, and they were great guitars. I'm still thinking about the one Telly. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I'm going in the hospital on Tuesday. I don't have time to buy a guitar right now.
Yeah. So that Walla Walla Guitars, is that based out of Washington State? I know there's
yes, they were.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay.
And yes, Fender Guru. I was the manager of my store. Of the Guitar Center when I worked there, yes.
Wow. Huh.
What is going on downstairs?
So Dave, you must have saw a lot of people you knew at the show last weekend?
Yeah, I only went on Saturday. I was sick on Sunday. I couldn't make the show. I was going to go both days, and I just couldn't get the gumption to go. And Saturday it was so busy that I wanted to take video and pictures. I just didn't get it. It was too busy. It was really too busy and too hectic there.
Right. Dave, did you see any old Kramers from the early 80s at all that struck your
nothing
clothes?
like that. Nothing like that. No.
Okay.
Nothing, it's more of a vintage type show, and there wasn't that many vintage guitars there. The New York Guitar Show, although it's great, it's a very nose up in the air type of show.
Very posh.
Yeah.
What's the venue for that, Dave? Where do they hold that at?
It's the Freeport Rec Center. It's an ice rink.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I think somebody mentioned to me, I don't know who, that you were kind of interested. Okay. It must have been the Walla Walla guitars then that you're sort of interested in. Yeah. What was the story with that one, Dave? What was it about it that you liked, or the
neck, pretty much. It was a Telly type of guitar. It was very light. It's a hollow body guitar without F holes. Maybe 4 pounds.
What kind of tremolo is on that?
No tremolo.
Okay.
No, Telecaster.
Yeah.
2 pickups. It was like a regular Telecaster. I have a picture of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting some people wishing you luck, Dave, on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mad Dog, I got more movement with my foot. I can actually move my toes now without pain. I guess my foot was pretty frozen for a while there. So, Anyway.
Here, Steve, that's the guitar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's the logo on that? Is it some kind of beer label or something?
It's kind of like that, but it's not what's on it. It's Genesee Ale.
Oh, okay. What's beer?
It's got a bunch of horses on it, with a carriage, and it's not about what's on the guitar. It's not about it's not even about the wood. It's absolutely 100% the way that neck felt, and
Did you play it through an amp, Dave?
No, didn't even plug it in. No,
Okay.
didn't. You don't have to. Guitar like that, you just you strum it. It rings forever, and you don't need it.
No.
You just know.
Cool. Right on.
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat here?
Johnny, are you listening at all?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
His mouth's full.
So yesterday,
yeah.
well, Friday. No, I'm sorry. Thursday. I'm looking at the calendar and it's already Saturday here. Anyway, went to Dunkin' Donuts, right? And I had my poof shirt on.
Uh-oh.
So this guy behind me in line is like, "Hey, did you see that show live?" And I'm like, "No, man." I was like, "I wish, but it's my favorite, live video. I have the DVD and stuff, and whatever." So we were just I almost said we were BSing
Yeah.
for a couple minutes. He was just saying how he's more of a Roth guy, and didn't really like Sammy and stuff, but
yep.
Which is fine. I think he said he was 46, and I was like, well, I'm 41. So I was 9 years old when, 5150 came out.
Yeah.
So I was kind of that age where, like, yeah, my older brother listened to Van Halen, but I wasn't, that old where it was like, oh, I love Roth, and now this new guy's coming in. I know what the hell was going on.
No, exactly.
So I was like, I'm of the perfect age where I love both of them. I love both.
Yep.
I was like, I almost feel bad for people that either love Roth and hate Hagar, or vice versa. I mean, I'm lucky enough where I love both.
Yeah, right on.
And that was cool to just BS with him for a couple minutes, and somebody else that liked Van Halen and recognized the shirt.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool.
Well, there's John Bale 5150.
yeah, buddy, because of you, man.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing the train that took, right? Because we sort of had the Friday night thing here. We were calling it Poof. All of a sudden, John Biel makes these shirts.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Caleb's at Guitar Center getting it signed by Michael Anthony.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. So I got a few unboxings here. I might as well grab one.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
I guess never. Johnny's watching. Never mind. I was gonna say because I got a couple things to show too, but they're not unboxing.
He's eating.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I tell you what. No. I tell you what. Why don't we take a look at Jay's stuff first, because it's not something that needs to be unboxed.
Well,
And
yeah.
then when Johnny comes back, when Johnny turns his
here.
camera on.
I'm
But
here.
when you turn your camera on and we can see that mug on your face.
The mug on your face and your shirt.
I'm a mess.
Well, real quick,
Kale gets everywhere.
It's just a few things that Jeannie got me for my birthday, Van Halen related, that I wanted to show everybody.
Yeah, do it.
The first thing, just real small, just a Van Halen coffee mug.
Nice.
And these are all from Jeff at the Van Halen
Store.
So, yeah, tell him we sent you.
And he was responsible for last night because he's the one that sent the message that Michael Anthony was going to be at Guitar Center. He started the whole thing. And then I messaged Caleb and Johnny. And,
Wow.
like right away, because I thought, oh, Johnny might be in the area. And then all of a sudden, Caleb's there.
Hmm.
So that was
But a
cool.
little warning, if you look at the bottom of the box of this mug,
Yeah.
it basically tells you not to drink out of it.
Really?
Yes.
The
I don't know
paint's
if it's
gonna
because
wear
of the
off?
lead paint or whatever, but it's like, what this mug was made out of causes, can cause birth defects and all this other crap. And
Well, why would they do
Don't worry, because you don't have to be born again.
that? Yeah.
well, it's just going to be a decoration. Put a cool one at that.
It says that, really?
Yes. It doesn't even say like,
Johnny, don't be drinking out of your mug.
yes, it doesn't say wash before using. It doesn't say any of that stuff. It says basically, without saying don't drink out of it, it says don't drink out of it.
Because Joe Wentz sent me one of his mugs, and I'm scared to death of it.
What? Are you scared to death of milk too?
Oh, I can't have milk.
I don't drink dairy either.
I'm intolerant. No,
Oh,
so it holds pens, is what it does.
Your name is Monk.
You
from
know?
now on.
It holds pen. The Joe Wentz. Love you, Joe.
You know what I'll do? I'll go down and get the box in a couple of minutes. When Johnny comes, oh, never mind, he's already back
I'm
on.
here.
When Steve starts unboxing, I'll just ignore everything and go back down and get it.
Oh, by the way, Jay, did you hear that R2 R3 bought the clasps and the eye hooks, and the eye hooks didn't come with it?
What?
Yeah,
It didn't come like this?
it came like that, but no eye hooks.
Wow. Defect.
Crazy.
What?
It's
you sure?
insane. Yeah.
Maybe the stuff slid.
Look,
I don't know.
Is there a way to slide it?
they're not in there.
No.
And see, I'm not kidding.
They're not in the
This
box.
is kale salad.
Did you R2 R3? Did you call and tell him?
Yeah, Jeff Hausman will get you a new one for sure. And he'll give you extra stuff because of the problem for sure. He did that with me before. Yeah.
Well, they don't make any promises from somebody else, you know. Hey, Steve Andersen said that you'd give me extra stuff.
Yeah, I have known the guy 25 years. It's a bit different.
He probably knows like 30 Steve Andersons.
Yeah, right.
No,
It's actually-
Which one was it? Was it the poof one?
No, when I talked to him on the phone, he knew instantly who Steve Andersen was.
Well, come on, man.
He
I've
knew
been
instantly.
standing in the Cobble Wobble with the guy every year for 25 years. I think he knows who it is.
Yep. So,
You're the only Steve Anderson I know.
You're the
There's
only
actually
Steve Anderson
three.
I want to know.
There you go. Thanks, Dave. There's actually 3 in my own city. Yeah.
There's 3 next door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all have broken feet.
Yeah.
God. There we
how
go.
about this?
Look at that.
Wow,
And this is a mint condition too, boys.
they all look gay in that.
Oh my God.
Hey, this is the Late Show, right?
Anything goes.
Wow.
Yeah, Johnny has to set a thing on it. You can only watch it after 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So I was just scrolling through it today when I opened it, and it's just, well, I mean, come on. You know. But there are some great shots, you know, like I haven't seen all these pictures, you know. I mean, some of these shots are just, let me try to find something that nobody's like
Yeah,
this.
it's cool when you get shots no one's seen.
I don't think maybe I saw 1 or 2 of these pictures, you know. Like that, it's so cool just to see backstage photos are some of my favorites because, you know, these guys aren't like planning on. Well, obviously, when they're doing the stuff over their faces, they're doing it. But I mean, look at this stuff. It's just,
Yeah.
Eddie's just hanging out, warming up.
Yeah.
You know, with his foot up.
The next step in that.
Maybe
you
his
just
foot's
wish-
broken.
Yeah, we just wish there was video of that stuff so you could hear it all. Yeah, jamming.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not the assless chaps. I don't want to see that.
I used to have that poster on my wall.
Who's the guy in the window talking to Dave?
Sorry, Fender Guru.
Dave, I love you. No, Dave, I love you. Dave, you're the best. No, Dave, you're the best.
Yeah, Fender Guru. The serial number on my 5150 Stripe series is number 20 because I ordered it like the day after NAMM, and yeah.
Is that going to be banned on your channel? So this is one book, and then I got also.
I have that book.
Oh yeah, I have that one.
Yep. Now the only thing that I did notice, and I think is,
Higher.
What?
Higher, Jay. Higher.
Sorry. So there's the 5150 on the 84 tour.
So what is it that you noticed?
That it only goes up to, it's only Roth era. There's
Yeah,
no,
84. That's it. Well,
Yeah,
that's all that Zlozauer was interested in.
Yeah. But I mean,
No, he did them on every tour.
even
There's like many other tours where he did. Yeah, go to his website. Actually, you can go to his website and you'll see like literally thousands of photos from every tour.
That's got to be like right before the stickers went on.
That guitar is
Yeah.
brand new right there.
Yeah. And look, weren't you talking about that little tiny spot?
Oh, it's
Oh,
a burn. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cigarette.
It's a burn, but didn't somebody think it was like paint?
No.
Me, I thought at the bottom like where the guitar hooks in. I thought that might have been a paint stripe.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, it's electrical tape, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, some of these pictures, man, you know?
Oh yeah, studio.
Yep. It's just super cool. But I mean, anybody out there, if they're interested, I mean, this is usually this type of thing I'm not that excited for, but this is watching this band in these kind of pictures is just, it's just awesome, man. You know?
Yeah, I know at the back of that book, Jay, there's some good shots of the 5150 backstage without the numbers on it as well, which helped me out with my build, like knowing where the stripes end.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a couple shots, him and Alex near the back.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking about these ones.
Yeah, there's a couple shots that helped me out, I remember.
Yep.
Like that top one on the upper horn. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a shame that, you know, the rock stars and guitar gods, that whole, whoa, oh my goodness, I did not know that it was like this in the back.
You didn't? Wow.
No.
First, Steve, do you have this magazine?
I have an unboxing, Dave, and there's really good odds that that's going to be that magazine.
What happened?
Because if you see this magazine,
That magazine he's talking about.
Oh.
this magazine.
Yep.
If you see this if you see the pictures of the 5150 in this magazine,
Yeah.
you're gonna crap your pants.
Yeah.
You'll be sitting next to Jay at Walmart.
And then
Yeah, Dave, I've got.
You're gonna redo yours. You're gonna redo it and stripe it again. Guaranteed.
Yeah, so,
Wait,
so Dave,
wait a minute.
Yeah, I've got
Dave,
this.
I think he just one up you, man.
What?
No,
I didn't see.
no.
Look at that.
There's this guitar, man, from the 78 tour. And then I've got this thing from the 79 tour. That's this one here. And then
Man, I think Steve's the one-upper now.
no. I'm just saying this is one of my
Why
favorite
pass?
covers. This is one of my favorite covers. This is the 5150 without the stickers on it. So
And
yeah.
then,
is that right after
but
they
then
handed it to
you'll
him?
see this. You'll see this in that book, and
They're showing the same pictures off. Well, look at this picture. Well, look at this picture. And it's the same pages.
your jaw's
They're
gonna
all stuck together.
Dave,
unhinge.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta unstick these pages. Hold on.
Your jaw's gonna unhinge from your mouth.
yeah, that's this one here. I think it might be the same. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
I think it's kind of the same as what you just showed.
How about this? Moose Knuckle Monday.
You would be looking at what's underneath his guitar.
How can you not?
I don't know. I don't have a problem not looking at it.
Well, now you do. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on, Jay.
Yeah, good stuff, man. It's always a good birthday or holiday when you get some Van Halen related things, you know?
It's still your birthday, man, for 2 more hours here. So
Okay, Jay, it's your birthday. So what's your call here?
Let me see them.
There's a box.
Mm-hmm.
There's this big bagged envelope thing. And then there's this little envelope thing.
Do you know what they are?
I have guesses.
All right, let's open up the bag first.
Oh,
Trying to make you do as much work as possible with that big cast on, you know?
Double bag.
just make sure don't show any addresses.
yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, look, I just got it.
Hey, show those same pictures that Dave was just showing.
Yeah. It's been 3 months from Japan to get this. Like I ordered it middle of January.
Wait, is that mint? Is that mint?
Well, who are you talking to? Of course.
You. Oh,
Yeah.
he just opened it. Oh.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah, I mean, you spend $100, you want to see the damn pages, of course.
Yeah, but in 100 years, you know, he would
He'll
have
be
that
dead.
thing. He'd have that thing mint.
In
No,
100
Steve ain't going
years,
nowhere.
in 100 years, his kids will be dead.
Yeah, right.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's good shots of these here. Big shots of these. What are they? Well, they're the EVH Wolfgangs. Look at that. That's cool.
See that red one with the gray headstock? What was that?
I think it's just the lighting,
It's
Jay.
a redhead stock.
Yeah, it's just lighting. Yeah. Yeah.
Steve,
Yes, sir. Sorry.
you have other things to open.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically the same spread as the other magazine. Yeah, for the 5150. Yeah,
50 Fun 50.
50 Fun 50. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but all three of those books are the same book.
No. That's
No, they're
79.
not.
The 79 one.
No, they're not.
Well, the 79 one's different, but all the Guitar Mans, they're basically the same. They just have some extra content, like it's stuff you can't even read.
Well, there's ads and stuff that are different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay, the box or this little thing?
Let's see, Jeannie, the box or the little thing?
Oh, man.
The box. Really? She wants to go big real fast.
Wow.
I'm on the phone with my wife and
Okay.
she's downstairs.
Here it is.
Oh,
What is it?
And I've
Oh,
got
does
the
it-
books.
Oh, you have the hooks too. Okay.
look at that.
And
What is that called?
EVH snap hook guitar strap lock clasp set.
Nice.
Yeah, so my question was, I've got the Home Depot screw eye bolts. I just want to see if these are the
oh, you
exact-
want to do a comparison? Yes.
Well, I've been asking for 2 weeks, but no one's listening to me.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. So Dave's shown this before. This is straight from Home Depot, the Everbuilt #6 screw eye bolts. So this is our guess is what the size is supposed to be.
Yeah, you got R2, R3's eye hooks.
Yeah.
Just send him some from that other package.
Yeah. Ooh, whose stomach was that?
That's probably me.
I don't think that was a stomach. I think that was like a little bit of a like he's pushing.
That sounds like a stomach.
He's got a turtle head.
Turtle head, it's about to poke out.
Okay, we're inside the pack here.
Now, remember which ones are which, you know?
Yeah, I got it here.
Who cares? Come on. It's the same crap.
No.
So for all intensive purposes,
It is the same.
yeah, it's like right on the money the same.
Dude,
Yeah.
what, do you think I'm wrong? Come on.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Oh,
just,
no. I'm wrong?
You doubting Dave?
It's like the Great Gazoo is wrong.
Yeah. So what I will show is where to go. Oh man.
Uh-oh, you already lost him.
No. So this is what I was using.
Wrong. Yeah, that's bad. That's not right.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say to everybody, if you look at Eddie's photos from like the '78 tour, he has something very similar to this, where it's not like flat on the top like these clasps here are. So yeah, it's not flat on the top. But if you look at Ed on the '78 tour, he had kind of like a chain and then leather sort of around over his shoulders. But it did look like this. But definitely this guy's a lot bigger. I'll show it this way, I guess. So yeah, it's a thicker sort of hook in here as far as that goes. And then of course, obviously flatter up here, so you're not wrecking your guitar strap so much like I was before. Yeah. Just a comparison. Yeah. Because everybody's been asking about these.
It's
things.
also shorter than the one you had. The whole piece is shorter.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, it's a bit bigger, like the circle in the middle.
No, but it's shorter in length.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bit shorter. Yeah, a bit fatter in here and here. Yeah, just a comparison. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like these at Home Depot, you get like 25 of them for like $5. And then these hooks here, I get for like $2.50. So yeah, the old price war.
So you got a couple questions, Steve-O. You got R2R3 asks, what size eye hooks from Home Depot?
Yeah, number 6 is the screw eye bolt, it's called. You get 25 in the box right here, made by Everbuilt. Dave has shown these a few times. So that's the number 6. So that's the same size as the EVH ones I just got. And as far as this hook and everything, like if you go to a pet store, like for a dog leash, you could probably find something pretty similar to this.
It's not going to be that color. They're going to be black or they're going to be silver.
Or yeah, chrome or something. Yeah, to find the brass. Depends how picky you are. But
you can go to your local hardware store. Ace does not have them, and Home Depot doesn't have them. But if you have a mom and pop, if you have a mom and pop hardware store near you, chances are they're going to have them.
Yeah, like here, it's just called Home Hardware. It's like a 5-minute drive from here, and I was able to get these were there, but nothing like Ed's where it's sort of flat on top for your guitar strap, and there was only like $2.50 for one. So yeah.
Are there the same amount of, Sully Dude asks, how many threads in the eye bolts? Are there the same amount of threads?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Okay.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you're actually counting them?
Yes, I am. No, I'm just trying to help the cause.
I know. I think Sully Dude was kidding with you, but yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he was, because.
Well, no, guys like to be exact, right?
Yeah, you know.
Well, chances are, if the circle part's the same, then everything's the same.
Yeah.
And you bought 8 sets of them?
Yeah, I got a whole big box of them here. Yeah.
A big box of what?
These, I got like 8 sets of these things there.
Holy moly.
Well, I got a lot of guitars here, so.
You got to order 8 more.
Now you have to get like 8 straps. Or is that in one of the packages?
Yeah, right.
Mad Dog, I believe the MSRP is $40, but I believe they're 30, right? If you buy them.
I think it was 35, Jay.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Man.
But I mean, the packaging's cool. I guess the only thing, like, to be picky and all, I you know, when it says 5150 on it, like, we're such Kramer 5150 guys. If it says 5150 on it, like, why do you have a picture of the Frankenstein?
With a picture of the Frankenstein, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the T-shirts, or I think the hoodie. The hoodie. There's a hoodie you can get. It says 5150 on the chest, but on the back it's the Frankenstein. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever. So this guy's. I'm glad Dave's here. I got a question for Dave. So this is for my Charvel build. This is a Charvel neck plate, and so San Dimas I wanted to have on it because I always like those guitars. And this one, there's different ones. Like this one, it says Charvel on the top, but it says Made in USA. And so my question to Dave was, like, sometimes it'll say MIM, like made in Mexico, or something that's made in Japan. Like, where do we sit with all this stuff as far as, like, it always seems like to me, like, USA made stuff, like, holds some kind of most value. And then where does it go from there? Is Mexico next, and then Asia?
Yeah, I would say. But I mean, you know, your guitar is a custom build, so it doesn't really it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, just for me,
it's the same value as like an original one, as a real one.
Yeah, no, just for me, it's Musicraft. It's made in the United States, so I want a made in USA plate. That was
and that plate that you have right there is like an early '80s plate. So that's a cool plate.
Yeah, no, I just
it's not a San Dimas plate, but it's a production model plate. There was a pre-pro plate that was just a plain plate with nothing on it. I don't even think it said Charvel on it. think it was just plain chrome with nothing on it. Maybe a serial number.
Yeah, and then I've seen another one. Dave, that says Fort Worth. I guess Fort Worth, Texas. I guess they had two different plants, I guess.
Maybe. I'm not as up on Charvel as I am with Kramer.
Right. Yeah. So Dave, the next question of that is, so like same with like the EVH Wolfgangs, right? Like we always got the USA ones like hold the most value. They got all the stuff like the Floyds are made in Germany and all that. And where does it go for you, like price wise, as far as like, okay, the USA ones, you know, a Stealth is like over $3,000. Then you got the made in Mexico sort of stripe series. Then there's the standard Wolfgangs, and some are made in Japan, some China, Indonesia, and I know some have shut down. Like what's the real sequence in value?
Well, I mean, you know, I would imagine, see, and I don't agree with it because I like the Mexican over the Japan, but the Japan guitars supposedly have some American parts on them, and they, you know, of course, they have the stainless steel frets, which makes them a little bit more desirable. But they have flat tops. They don't have arch tops. And that's why I like, you know, if I'm not going to have a USA made, I like the made in Mexico because it's got an arch top. I don't really care about the, you know, nickel silver frets versus stainless steel. I have so many guitars that I never wear frets down. So it doesn't matter to me. If you have one guitar, yeah, I can understand you wanting stainless steel because if it's the only guitar you're playing, then it's, you know, you're going to wear down those frets if you don't have stainless steel.
Yeah.
But
well, it's a fuel thing.
If you have a lot of guitars, it doesn't matter. You're never going to wear them down if you play them all.
Yeah, and that was kind of the same with PV. The PV Wolfgangs, Dave, they had arch tops and flat ones. The bodies.
Yeah. But yeah, the arch tops were the you know, the what they call standard, and the specials were the flat tops.
Right.
But they were both made in America, and they were, you know, the flat tops were a little bit less money. You know, they were, I guess, somewhere around $1,400.
Right.
No, they were cheaper. I'm sorry. The American. The arch top, I think, was $17.99, $16.99, or $17.99, something like that, around there. And the flat tops were like $8.99, and then the deluxes were the flat tops with the maple tops. I think they were somewhere around $12.99.
Right. Yeah. So where are we at now with Wolfgang as far as where things are made? We got the USA. There's the Made in Mexico stripe series. Then there's Japan ones. Did the Indonesian one shut down, or does that still exist? Or
Johnny would know more than I do.
Oh, okay.
I think Johnny would know better.
Oh, what?
Sorry, man.
Am I here? It's the big Steve Veda birthday show. Indonesia is still there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Japan. They don't do Japan or China anymore.
Oh, okay.
So that's another reason why Jay and I are like, come on.
What are you grabbing for, Johnny?
Gimme. You know?
Nice set of Hooters you got there. The Owls.
You know, we like our stainless steel frets. We like them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And we saw last night at Guitar Center when Caleb was there. He had, what was it, that frosty blue? What do they call it? They had yeah, that one. It was like $549.
But that's what they cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a deal. That's just what they cost.
Yeah.
He said it was set up nice too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I played that guitar at NAMM. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It's the Indonesian one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they released some really cool colors this year.
Yeah. Romeo Delight, our friend Romeo Delight, is asking how long were the Chinese Wolfgangs made for? Does anybody know?
Nope.
Only a couple of years, right? 2 years, 3 years?
I don't know.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, I hope you get news on your guitar, Jay, at some point.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's too bad. Yeah. And so, Dave, what's the as far as that Telecaster goes from last weekend? What's the progress or what's action you have with that happening? Are you trading something for that, or?
I want to get out of the hospital before I do anything. Before I worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really, I can't think of a guitar right now. Just maybe next week I'll think about it. But.
Yeah, I understand that.
Fender Guru. He said it's funny going from his Wolfie to his 5150 because of the frets, because he has a Japanese Wolfgang with the vintage stainless, and then his 5150 has the jumbos. What do you prefer?
Well, he probably prefers the Wolfgang ones, and then going to the 5150 ones, I guess they'd be sort of fatter, right?
Well, no, some people do prefer the jumbos.
Yeah, I prefer jumbo frets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all preference and what you feel more comfortable with,
and it also depends on the radius of the fretboard, because vintage frets on a like a 7 1/4 radius, that's nearly impossible to play. It's easier to play on a flat radius board.
Mm-hmm.
On a 12-inch or 16-inch like on a Wolfgang, flat. We really, and you can get super low action because the board is flat.
Yeah.
That's why I like the jumbo frets, because I've always played on Fender guitars which had a steeper radius.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just easier to play on them.
Right. Yeah, Romeo Delight says he's getting a Stripe Series Charvel next. So you mean the Art Series Charvel, I guess. Mm-hmm. You're getting a used guitar, I take it? Just let us know, Romeo Delight. Which one are you getting? You getting the Bumblebee, the white and black striped, or are you getting the red with black and white stripes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Desiree says happy birthday, by the way, Jay.
Thank you, Desiree. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Romeo Delight says he's getting an Art Series guitar. That's cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. You have one of those, huh, Steve?
I have 2 of them.
Oh, man.
I've got the Bumblebee.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I can't. You have 2 of them. That's unbelievable.
But you've seen them, the black and yellow and the red.
You've seen them.
Yo, you've seen them.
Oh yeah, Dave, you were talking some Italian stuff later on the early show. I just watched today the movie A Bronx Tale. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the
good.
time.
Yeah.
You got some of the time.
Yeah.
Time. Some of the time.
Yeah, Romeo Delight's getting the black and white stripe Charvel. Yeah, that's the one I don't have. Yeah.
Oh, he's a one-upper, man.
Yeah.
No, you're a one-upper.
I want to be a 2-upper.
Yeah.
I want to be a 7-upper.
Hey, Jay, I bet you don't have a eye hook like that. You don't have an eye hook like that.
Oh,
you don't need a guitar stand because it's got on kickstand.
That's nuts.
Wait. Look. Oh, wait. Hey.
Oh my God. The upper deck is James Orcutt. Yeah, man.
So David Bialis. All I'm gonna say, David Bialis, about the serial numbers, like if you have something sort of within the first 1,000, that we sort of consider that like a first year guitar. And like guys I know, I mentioned it before where I live, like as far as even vehicles go, if you have a car that's, the first 200 or first 500 or first 1,000 made, it kind of holds a bit more value down the line. So yeah, if you got a first year guitar 20 years from now, it might hold a bit more value than something that's like a third-year guitar, right? Yeah.
But I do think when I get eventually when I get a 5150 made, or build it myself, I should say, I'll probably get medium frets on it, medium stainless. I'm probably not going to go vintage on that. Go right smack in the middle,
Huh.
All right.
Poof cast.
So Dave, Fender Guru is asking, so what does an FU tone setup do?
It depends on what you get from FU Tone.
You might be talking about the block stopper.
It adds more sustain to your guitar. It just, even though your bridge sits on the top of the body, it doesn't always, it still might have a tiny bit of movement. And with that trem stopper, there's nowhere for it to go. It's sitting right against the trem stopper. Can't move. That's just a good thing.
Yeah. What did Adam call it? A supercharger for sustain and for I guess tone.
Mm-hmm. Every piece that FU Tone sells is designed to give you more sustain, to give you a fatter sound.
Mm-hmm.
From the trem block, from the blocks, the big block, to the stopper, to the inserts,
Yep.
all the screws, the titanium pieces.
Yeah.
What was that?
What the heck was that?
My dog chewing on a bone. On a bone.
That sounded like in Christmas Vacation when Cousin Eddie's dog's under the table, yakking up he's just yakking on a bone. He got it up.
Your dog's awake at 1 a.m?
Yes.
Oh,
She's awake. She's awake whenever we are awake. What? Because I open my eyes with my fingers?
no, but you're doing this and you're looking back, so it's just white. You look like Annie.
Annie.
Are you okay?
Fender Guru. I know Dave has some FU Tone upgrades that he's done on some of his guitars. I haven't done any on mine.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you right here.
Oh yeah.
I got a 42 block in my striped Wolfgang.
And that's brass? Yeah.
Yep, brass block, yep. And also the stainless saddle blocks.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think would make a difference, but they do.
What's the difference? What's the difference for you, Jay?
Well, I almost want to say it's a tiny bit brighter, because on that one over there that's in the case,
The Stealth.
Yeah, the Stealth, one of the saddles wouldn't fit a titanium block.
No.
When you individually hit those strings, you noticed it wasn't that one string was slightly lower in volume than the rest of them. And I was like, no way. I thought I was fooling myself, But it wasn't. It really does. It's crazy, every little bit, that you add. And this block is fat, man. It's nice.
So Dave, my next question with those saddle blocks, like we've got these whale tail Floyds that a few of us have got.
They won't fit in there.
Yeah. So you know how Ed had a couple of them were shorter than the other four? Like is there any lesson you have with that as far as if someone wants to be accurate, like four of them have to be longer ones than what's in there?
Well, I mean, the only reason they're longer is because the original ones broke.
Yeah. No, but some guys are going to copy like exactly how it is, right? Yeah.
Those people have some screws loose.
Oh yeah. So the ones that were replaced were longer.
Wait a minute. Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people that have to do that.
Mad Dog says my baritone is perfect. What does that mean? Do we know?
Ball tone.
Ball tone.
I don't know what that means exactly.
No.
I'm hoping it's a typo.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Absolute Mayhem. The recovery's going pretty good. I can move my toes now. I can actually sort of stand on my foot, even though it's in a cast. I can actually stand on my toes a bit. Yeah, a lot of the freezing and stuff is dissipated since surgery. So I'm getting there. I did use crutches though to come home from the post office today. I'm just a couple blocks from this mall. There's a post office. And I did crutch home today, and man, I was sweating at the end of that. Yeah, so
Across the street.
well, it was just good. You get this cabin fever when you're inside for 4 days. I got to get out of here. Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know, man. If I stay in here past if it's like 3 p.m. and I'm just now going out that door, I'm.
Cabin fever. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. What does that mean? What's the technical? Is there a technical?
Well, it means that you've been inside and you haven't been outside with fresh air. You're just sort of consumed by your living space, and you're not getting fresh air, basically. So, yeah.
So you stink.
Well, hey, Bat Dog, look at that. Nice. See, my week is complete. There it is.
Jay's birthday is complete for you. There's
Yeah,
Bat
yeah.
Dog. There's Snuckers.
Yeah.
Snucker.
It's Smuckers.
Yeah.
Snackers.
Oh, so I've got
The thumbnail.
I've got a little bit of my musical history, I guess you'd say. So, guys, when I was 4 years old, this is a CD, but at the time, back in 1975, this was the first music I ever had, the Jim Croce collection.
Nothing wrong with that. Love Jim Croce.
Yeah. So back then, oh, hey, Michael.
Hello.
This was the first music I ever had, the Jim Croce collection.
Nothing
Hey,
wrong with that. Love
You
Jim.
already said that.
Yeah. So back then,
You said that.
Steve, stop repeating yourself, please. Come on.
Yeah, we get a grip already.
Yeah. For crying out loud.
so guys, back in the early 70s,
So excited about him.
they had this thing called K-Tel. I don't know where my mom got it, if
Yes.
it was off of TV or she went to Kmart or Zellers or something up here.
Right there.
And
Right
had
there,
a-
man.
Yeah,
K-Tel.
Yeah.
K-Tel,
So
there you go.
anyway, this was the first music I ever owned. And here it is on CD. Like I got like 49 songs. It's one of the CDs that ends up in my car. I still like listening to music, and I guess like a kid of the 70s, eventually at some point, probably 1976, like the next year, all of a sudden, my cousin took me to his buddy's house, and I go into my cousin's buddy's bedroom, and it's just Kiss posters everywhere. The Kabuki makeup.
Glad you
on the
said
walls.
posters.
Oh yeah, like on the walls, on the ceiling, the whole thing. So anyway, I had the Kiss
Again,
stuff.
posters.
Yeah. So anyway, I know it's Jay Hannon's birthday, and it's also Ace Frehley's birthday, and so this is like a mint copy of Ace Frehley's solo record from 1978.
And you sending it to Jay? How nice of you.
That's awesome.
So just anybody out there, this is a really good record to listen to. My favorite song off of this is called Snowblind. Lots of great songs on it. And
Which
for
was
me,
the best? Which
Pardon me?
was the best? Which was the best Kiss solo album?
The one that was gold,
This one.
Jerry.
This is the one that sold the
Jerry.
most.
That was
This one
that one did.
sold them all. Yeah.
Back in
Because
the New York Groove was a big hit off of that album.
Yeah. New York Groove was the big hit.
No.
And there's a couple other songs, Rip It Out and Ozone were great songs. And so when Ace Frehley left Kiss in 1982, I went with Ace Frehley actually and listened to all his solo.
Where'd you guys
work.
go?
I would too. I would have gone with Ace too, because
Yeah. So and then of course
You ran away with the circus.
Yeah, and then
He kept his
And then-
makeup on all the time.
and I guess around the same time, guys like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin and stuff, and then of course, and then 5150, and then Live Without a Net, and then it was Eddie Van Halen from there on, right? So, but that's sort of the two I listened to, and then dug back for Jimi Hendrix and Robin Trower and the Doors and stuff, and yeah, so that's kind of the stuff I grew up on. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Michael, how's it going?
Good. How are you? How's everybody?
Oh, we're good.
Cool.
Great,
Yeah.
man.
A long way around, boy, I'll tell you.
Hey, do you have your shirt with you?
You mean this one?
Honey Bean.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, can you flash us, man?
So how you been? Hi. I'm trying to make the. I'm not fat enough to make your lips fall. Hello, I'm Johnny Beane.
So weird.
That's insane.
How's it going on the boat, Michael? You're shaking pretty good.
Rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah. Did you find that shark yet?
Nah, very elusive. Everybody else, you guys got to get shirts too, man. You got to, it's got to be like a.
Every night, man.
So what's new with you, Michael? What's happening?
Nothing. Just got home from being on the road for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down in.
Where'd you play?
I was hanging out inside of steam locomotive boilers this week, singing in there. So the acoustics were pretty cool. Outside of that, it's just busy, man. I'm home this week, and then next week I go to Kansas for a week, and then I'm home, and my wife's having a knee replacement.
Ouch.
Full knee replacement. Yeah.
We all have problems here.
Yeah. So she's gonna have that on the 14th, and then down. I was supposed to go away for work, but I'm gonna stay home to make sure that she's all right, and then I'm gonna be back on the road again, home for 1 week, and then back on the road again. So it's my busy time of year.
Yeah.
I'm like a ping pong.
So did you come home to any boxes in the mail, Michael?
Just this.
Oh, here you go.
See that?
If you wiggle your belly, his nose moves.
Not his nose.
Your
Looks like
chin's
he's-
going.
Now you just need the Nesdal underwear.
Nesdal doesn't wear underwear.
Oh, nice. Don't.
It says poof on the front.
Now what?
It's only up from here. Only up.
I come on the show and it's like all of a sudden we're completely off the rails.
Hookers and blow for everybody.
You have to. You're on a boat and there's a shark chasing you.
Yeah.
Shark? There's a shark chasing you?
Yeah.
No, there's a sharp junk in you.
Yeah. So Michael, what do you always have something going on guitar wise? What's happening guitar wise? You got something on order? Anything new?
No, I actually don't. I'm honestly, I mean, this is really my most busy time of the year, and it's just hard enough keeping up with work. Right now, just this past week, I actually have 2 guys with me, and I'm training them.
Oh, okay.
On how to do steam locomotive inspections, and they've been with me every time I do it. Like one guy will be with me next week, and then in 2 weeks later, I'll have both of them again. So, I need to stay on top of their training and make sure that their boxes, they're on a job training boxes all get checked off. It's a long process. It's about a 2.5 year process just to get them qualified.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So work is really just consuming me right now. But it should slow down hopefully by the summer, and then I'll dive into my. I mean, I still want to do the bill, but I'd be doing myself a disservice if I started just, buying stuff and just leaving it sitting down at the house.
Wow. So you're a real expert at this locomotive stuff. How many years have you done that?
going on 30 years now since I've been working in the industry.
Wow, crap!
You know, going on 30
Are you
years.
retiring now?
I'm sorry.
Shouldn't you be retiring?
I started too young. I wish. I get a bunch of friends that actually went on to the fire department in New York and the police department. They're all retired, man. Long retired. I picked the wrong industry.
I work on race cars for 30 years.
30 years. That's
Still
right.
running my tools.
I just bought new tools today.
What'd you get?
Snap-on screwdrivers. A set.
Strap on too.
I'm glad you said screwdriver.
I was waiting for some. I knew someone was going to jump on that.
What was that?
Lord.
Oh, Steve, watch out now.
You okay?
Yeah.
Don't re-break your foot in life.
Oh man. Hey, R2R3. Thank you very much. Says they're waiting for their Johnny Bean shirt and mug.
And eye hooks.
Nice.
Can they drink out of your mugs there?
I believe they can. I believe uh-oh, we still here? Yeah. I think, well, like let's say this mug here, right? It's not a Johnny Bean one. But if it's a different color inside, does that mean it's safe?
Is that
Usually
all
that's
tape?
good.
Is that all, or is that the yellow mug just taped up, or is that black?
No, it's a black one.
I want to get that box. I'll be right back.
What box? Whose box you getting now?
The birthday box.
I think he's getting the one that the mug came in. It says don't drink from it.
Because does that make the difference? If there's a mug and it has it's different inside.
No, that makes no difference. No.
Hmm.
It's all about what what chemicals they use. You know, is it lead paint or what? Is it an ornament or can you drink from it? Usually it'll tell you, not straight up, don't drink from it. I'm surprised that they're so vague.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I've never. Oh,
It will tell you. Yeah. I have a couple of souvenirs actually from the railroad. And it literally says it's a cup. It says, for ornament only. Do not, not for consumption of liquids or whatever. Says it right on it.
should I be drinking out of this?
Right now.
Yeah, I don't understand that warning. It's a VH cup, and it has a warning not to drink out of it.
Yeah, but Jay said it didn't actually say don't drink out of it. It was kind of like vague, which is
here's right on the bottom of the box.
There you go.
Here's the Johnny, you might have to help me out here, buddy.
Oh, my eyes.
Oh, it's Doctor My Eyes.
So
if I take my glasses off, I can read. I can
everybody,
read.
Everything's backwards for me. Can you guys read that?
Yeah, no, it
The
looks
materials used as coloring decorations on the exterior of this product contain lead and or cadmium, chemicals known to the state of California to raise it, cause birth defects or other reproductive harm.
So
you can drink it in the other 49 states and you'll be good.
Yeah.
But on the back of it, it says
Drink to your heart's desire.
safe. Come on there.
Microwave and dishwasher safe.
But still, I'm not trusting it. I'm not trusting it. I mean, if it said on the bottom of that, wash before drinking out of, okay. But basically,
I mean, come on, cigarettes.
It's got lead paint.
Warning. Cigarettes have had that warning on them for bazillions of decades, and people still smoking.
They're still delicious.
You see that warning on a lot of stuff though, with that California warning on it.
Yeah, and Steve.
Yeah,
Steve.
Yeah.
They're at Whole Foods. There's these chips.
Oh yeah.
What's the?
I'm so itchy now after touching that mug.
There's a certain flavor, and I'm talking to Steve because it's a Canadian flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, it's potato chips,
Maple
what?
Take off flavor.
Take off. Great White North.
Hoser honey. Hoser honey.
If I can find. It's a certain flavor of potato chips, and it says it's the Canadian flavor, whatever it is. There's a sticker. There's a sticker on there.
De Coq.
And it's yeah, that's right, Johnny. And but it actually says on there these chips can cause cancer. Potato chips. And it's the Canadian version. It's the Canadian flavor. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you mentioned it before, Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
I bought them once, took a few bites, saw the sticker, threw them away.
Did it have the same kind of warning though, like saying that it's from the state of California, or was it just said don't eat this?
I actually took a picture. When was that? If I scroll back far enough, I could find the picture. Let me see if I can look it up.
Yankees win. Woo! Come from behind.
No!
Oh, Yankees win.
Look at this. I'm breaking out.
That
I
guy's
put
still
the log, I'm breaking out here.
You're breaking out and you're losing your hair.
Better not.
It's a double whammy.
You are. Look at him.
Man, I don't have to wear a hat all the time. I mean, I usually do anyway, but man, I gotta wash up here.
Hey, Jay, here's the two stealths that Eddie used, number 1 and number 2, on the A Different Kind of Truth tour. Yeah. That's the spread on those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Dang.
Poof cast.
Here are the screwdrivers I ordered.
Michael.
Yo,
Oh, look at that. So, Michael, what did you think of last night? Did you watch?
that was awesome. I actually was sitting in the hotel room watching it. That was killer. That was really cool, man. I asked him to say if he remembered me, and I went ha ha ha, because there's no way in God's earth that he would when we were there in Nam. But that was cool. I mean, he seemed interested. I mean, he was interested. He was actually engaging. Caleb. That was really cool. Caleb's good. He's doing an interview tonight for his second guitar thing.
Guitar leads. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the guitar player with Dawkin right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that tonight. He said, but that was really cool. That was
Actually,
I guess you initiated that.
I think John Levin's been in Dawkin for like the last 30 years, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, really, that long?
Yeah, just certain shows Lynch does.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think John Levin's been in Dawkin longer than George Lynch has.
But what? Like Lynch will do like a big.
Well, they'll do a reunion where it's the original members, but the Dawkin is John Levin's in Dawkin. Really, he's been in like for 30 years.
Wow.
For 30 years.
Yeah, it's been in there for like 68 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Steve.
Yes.
Actually, okay, I didn't find the sticker. I found the chips. So what does that even mean? All dressed potato chips.
It's a bit of everything. So you got sour cream and onion, salt and vinegar, barbecue, like all sort of sprinkled on there.
Oh, so it's like a toxic thing.
Yes.
You put all of it together and it becomes like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those flavors are okay by themselves, but once you put them together,
Yeah.
kaboom.
I'm not allowed to say the B word. You just said it.
That is a death bomb. Howie.
Sorry, yeah, he has to go out.
Johnny, does that say GMO on there? Like non-GMO and all that stuff?
No, it's really GMO.
On the bottom left side of the bag, I thought I saw the
Non-GMO sign.
yeah, like the organic non-GMO or something.
365. That's their brand, I think.
It says GMO.
Oh, extra GMO.
Non-GMO.
Oh,
Extra GMO pumped into the chip.
Sully dude said
Canada-inspired
the same
flavor.
thing.
Yeah, 365. That's Whole Foods generic like house brand. And out here they're actually opening 365 stores themselves. Which Steve, you might actually find up there at some point.
Yeah. Well, Romeo Delight says those Ruffles all dressed potato chips are fantastic. So I guess Romeo Delight's eating a lot of those.
He's probably got a stomach like a cast iron stomach.
This is cool here. I'm just going to show this Dave has this book. It shows all the different kind of truth, like art series guitars. Like
it's not all of them, but yeah, it's a lot of it's most of them.
So Dave, I talked to you about it before, Dave. I understand. It's like, Eddie grabs it, he plays it for a song or two, and that's it. So he's not really connected to it. Did you ever have designs on any of one of them that you saw a certain pattern? Oh, that's cool. Like, but I know they're stupid expensive, right? When you can just go build one.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of pictures with them.
Yeah, but the thing, Steve, about that as well is Eddie actually striped those himself.
Yeah, I have a photo of him at home, like striping them with tape and stuff. It was in a magazine.
Yeah. There's several pictures of him striping up some of those bodies.
Yeah, I had an auction. There was an auction for one. It was black, and then it had yellow squares and like a Frank Zappa mustache. There was like probably I think 10 of them. I almost had it for like $5,000. Yeah, it was like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nesdal has actually played a few of them.
Yeah, I've seen a couple photos Dave had with them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually videos on the channel here of Dave showing some of them off, and
because they had a website. There was a website if you like paid for an auction for one of them, and then there's a website. Oh, like if you had one, and then everyone was posting their photos. Oh, I've got number 24. Oh, this guy's got number 37. Like there was a website. That guys would post the photos of them with the guitar.
Was it an official site, or it was a fan site?
It wasn't a fan site. It was more of an official. It was more of an official thing.
There is an official site talking about those guitars, the Charvels, and they do have pictures.
Yeah.
So you're done unboxing, Steve? Is that everything?
Yeah. I'm done unboxing right now. Yeah.
Cool.
Nobody else has anything because I had a. Dry Heat 480 asks, does the Stealth say "Made in USA" or Corona, California? Doesn't say either.
What does it say on it, Jay?
Nothing.
Really?
Has the almost said the barcode, the serial number. Put it there, and then it's just that's it.
That's it.
And there's nothing like where the neck bolts on to the body.
Nope. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It wouldn't be anywhere in the cavity, Dave.
Not that I remember.
Nah, there's nothing.
I don't think so. I haven't taken mine apart in a long time.
Because isn't it technically assembled in the USA?
Built in the USA.
Well,
it is actually. You know what? Well, my perspective, it is surprising it doesn't say something. Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where everybody knows that
it's assumed, you know it. Yeah.
We got any questions in the chat here? Oh, that was the last one, I guess, was the Corona thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Made in a sweatshop. Like a pair of Nikes.
Nike.
So what does everyone have planned for their weekend coming up? Saturday and Sunday. Anything going on?
I'm relaxed. I'm taking a time out. I'm beat from traveling, so I'm just pick up. I got a pile of mail, which is probably 50% of them are bills. That'll be fun. And just tighten up stuff here, and hang out and get ready for the road in another week or so. Play some guitar.
Right on.
Absolutely. You still have your Chapman guitar?
No, I sent that back. Remember what you were talking about? I sent that back. I decided just too many imperfections with the guitar, and I love the way it played and sounded, But when you take it out and you turn it around, it says ghost free instead of fret in the back. That's just kind of a sign that little QC problem. And then with the case that came with it, they didn't put enough padding body. So every time you'd close it, it would just whack the headstock.
Oh,
yeah. And pop it up. And then, but like I was telling you, talking to you, Dave, when I was on the phone with you, the pickups was squealing like crazy. Like they didn't even put any wax around them. I mean, and then I forget where it was. There was one, it might have been Phil McKnight. They were talking about, I think it was Phil McKnight when he does Sharpen My Axe. Mm-hmm. He was talking about how Rob was even saying the pickups in there, they know that it's kind of like not the best. So like they're giving you the guitar and then you can change the pickups to kind of make your own. But I mean, that guitar was, with tax and everything was $1,200. So I'd expect a little bit more. So I sent it back. I mean, I don't know, maybe if they get the QC under control a bit more, I'd love to buy it again, but I'm going to wait on it. And maybe I'll go to Guitar Center because now I know he's dealing out of there now, and maybe pick one up and get something, in my hands that I know is good. So I just returned it, and Rift City was great about it. They paid the return shipping, gave me a full refund. So nothing but kudos to them. They treated me right.
And that was the brand new guitar, Michael?
Brand new.
Really? Huh.
Yep. Brand new. One thing, maybe a hiccup, but for that kind of money, I just didn't feel it. If I'm not happy with it, you got to send it back.
It's just a shame. It's a shame that $1,200 doesn't buy you much these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't even get a guitar case with your guitar.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? A lot of them, you spend that money and it's just coming in a box.
It's a lot of money. $1,200, no matter how you look at it, is $1,200. It's a lot of dough.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And for you not to be able to get a good guitar for that much money is kind of absurd. I know I've said a lot of things in the past about $3,000 to whatever I've said. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that to get something, that's going to be really good quality, you almost always have to spend that much money. Occasionally, I mean, you can find a good guitar for $500. You can. They're around. But I'd put money against it. I mean, most of the time for $500, you're getting junk. It's hard. It's disheartening because $500 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's somebody's rent for some people. Yeah.
And you should be able to get something really, really good for $500. And you can't.
You're talking brand new, right?
Brand new. Yeah.
Brand new.
Like my main telly, the Japanese Fender telly that I play, I got that off Craigslist from somebody for $500. 10, 11 years ago.
Hey, I saw somebody on Reverb the other day got a virtually brand new, whatchamacallit, Ivory USA Wolfgang for $1,800.
Huh.
Yep. It was used, but barely. Like I think the guy bought it like a few months ago.
Wow.
And it was virtually brand new.
Wow.
$1,800. So,
They're out there.
That's a $3,000 guitar, brand new, if you pay full price for it.
Yeah, but it's still $1,800. $1,800 is not $500.
$1,800 used. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, as far as getting a deal, like Johnny said, he got his,
telly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, you can find them. You can find a good guitar for that much money, but chances are you're not going to. You can. They're out there. They're few and far between.
It's getting harder. It's getting harder and harder now because a lot of people are. You got. Sorry, David. You got the David Allen Wrights that have robots, tracking every listing everywhere and then getting packages in the mail, not even knowing what they're getting. You know,
Mhm.
you got people doing that again, David. Awesome.
Well, I mean, I've got nothing against David Allen Wright. He's a great guy, and he deserves.
And plus, I'm just joking.
He's got money. Yeah. He's got money, and he deserves to get what he wants. But it's unfortunate. The unfortunate part of that is, I never understood this when I worked for Guitar Center, and I always thought, well, why can't I have that guitar? My money is just as green as the rest of the world. Why can't I buy it? Because when you work for Guitar Center, certain times of the year, the employees aren't allowed to buy certain gear.
Are not
allowed to buy certain gear.
Wow.
Well,
I never understood that.
Why would that be?
My money is just as green as everyone else's. Why can't I have it?
Why is that?
Because they want a bigger customer base. They want to get, it's not fair. It's like cherry picking. You can't just cherry pick every little thing that you want just because you can. It's not fair to people that don't see these instruments all the time. You got to give someone else a chance. You got to give someone else a chance to buy a nice guitar. Mm-hmm. And guys, and I love Dave. Dave's a great guy, and I'm not David Allen Wright. If you're listening to this, I don't mean this against you, but guys like David Allen Wright that have those robots are preventing other people. And I'm not even talking about me because I have everything I want.
You have robots?
No, but they're preventing other people that may not necessarily ever get to play one of these guitars a chance to play one or to buy one.
By the way, you do have
unfortunately, it's a shame, but I mean, at the same time, it is what it is. It's fine. It's everyone is entitled to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. So, and what I meant by that, David, if you're listening, David, is the dude is so intelligent. He's so smart where he writes programs to search as soon as something is listed on eBay, no matter what it is. If he wants it, boom, a robot buys it. It gets shipped to his house. So he'll come home and there'll be packages. He has no idea what they are. He didn't buy them. His programs would buy them for him.
Yeah, he doesn't open. He doesn't even open them for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
And so he's snapping all that stuff up. The stuff that some of the stuff like I really want that. He's already got it.
Yeah. And again, this is nothing against you personally, Dave. It's just, it is what it is. It's,
he's got the smarts and he's got the money. He's writing the program, and it is what it is. Exactly.
But basically, everybody in the chat room, or watching this, if you think you're going to go on and get a good deal on something, well, not robots.
No, you just gotta be quick. You gotta be.
There's a program. People do it like on some video games. I know my buddy. This is years ago. The game World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
There was a program that you could basically have your character while you're at work, basically play itself like farm for you to get extra experience.
Like Farmville.
I guess that's. I mean, I don't
remember
think it's a game, but
Facebook,
same type of thing. And it's. I don't know.
Hey, Brent,
you can also go online into like BitTorrent sites and get those programs, but you got to be careful because a lot of times they'll have, Jay, they'll
download a virus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
exactly. But if you're in that world. You can tell which is good and which is not. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend anybody doing it, but it can be done. And David, he's the guy writing these programs, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy, forget it. He's super duper intelligent. He's doing all that stuff.
What? Oh no!
You don't need a program to have this.
Oh, Oh, look, Steve Andersen is here. Hey, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping to get a good deal from David Allen Wright on that trans trim when he makes it. Dave, if you're watching this, I don't agree with anything Nesdal said.
No, okay, no.
None of us do.
I'll say this one thing. I got to talk to you guys once we're offline, so we'll wait. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a story.
You guys are making me to be the bad guy. There's no bad guy.
I know, Dave. I'm just,
No, but David Allen Wright will hear what you just said and automatically be pissed off, not even hearing what I said.
If you jump into that section, go back and it's nothing against.
Well, if you can't tell that I'm tongue in cheek when I'm saying that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we've had David Allen on many times over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, man.
Go back when we first started doing these things. He was on a lot of these.
Yeah,
showing us his collection of all his guitars and all this amazing stuff. There's one video in particular, or maybe two. Remember that, Nesdal?
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. Like every guitar was cooler than the next one. It's like, and he'd go, "I'll be back in a minute," and he grabs like these other guitars that you've like only heard in legend there were, and legend has it there was a blue Ripley, and there it is.
Yeah, that was recent, like 2 months ago. All of a sudden, bang! Hey, I got one of these.
Well, I mean, no, that was actually a couple of years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I saw something recent where he goes, "Oh, there's only 5 of these. Now I've got like 3 of them." Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he had showed us, 2 of them.
Yeah.
A few years ago. Oh yeah, on Facebook. On Facebook, you'll see. Yeah, he'll post.
Yeah.
He'll post about a lot of cool stuff and stuff that he's designing. Like he's trying to recreate, the trans trim or the drop from hell or whatever,
And he shares.
And he'll do it, and it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, and he shares a lot of stuff. He'll put databases together, about how the guitars, what you need for the guitars, and he puts it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And Sully, dude, I think it's you can't between David Allen Wright and Jared. I mean, it's not one versus the other because Jared is everything that's EVH, official EVH, and David Allen Wright has like the best of everything. It's just every type of guitar. It's not just EVH.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff, and he lives in Nashville, or right around Nashville. So he would tell us, you can walk into any pawn shop and get the most amazing deal on the most amazing stuff because there's so many players there
in that city, yeah,
and they're getting rid of stuff left and right. So if you guys want to go pawn shop dumpster diving, go to Nashville.
Cool.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Both Sean. That's right. Just saw both your comments.
And Johnny, you still have your number 5 Ripley, the black one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right on. What about you, Dave? Do you have a Ripley, Dave?
Yeah, I do.
What color is yours?
White.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I've never had one of those. Yeah. Cool.
Uh-huh. You want to see mine? You
Sure.
can say no. It's okay.
No, I'd never say no to that. Kidding me?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, come on. We don't have all night.
Yeah, it's funny. I see
we
them.
do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I see them come up on eBay, but sometimes they have a different neck on them. I don't know what people are trying to do, but yeah.
Well, there's different. There was different models. There's
they're
like
all
later
different.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take it easy. All right.
Take it easy now.
Oh.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I think the pawn shop thing is tough nowadays because those guys know what they have, what's coming in, and it's not like you know, back in the 80s and stuff, where they're getting stuff in and they have no idea what it is.
I mean, all you got to do is get the Guitar Blue Book, and it's, you know, it's everyone. You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
No.
And in the 80s, you know, if you didn't have the book, you were kind of, I guess, screwed. Now he needs the internet, a phone. Yep. 2 seconds, you know what it is. What you got.
The internet's ruined so many things.
What is that?
How many different sounds that thing got?
What do you want to hear?
Oh, how many you got?
Oh, I have an idea.
Hey, Simon Williams. Welcome.
Hey, Simon.
We've got 41 watching.
Yeah. So there
There
you
it
go.
is.
4140.
There you go. Look at that.
It's a lot dusty.
Yeah.
Very
It's
dusty.
a lot of dusty.
It probably needs to go back in the case, maybe.
Probably hasn't had a string change in 40 years.
That's the original set of strings, man.
I'll tell you, these strings have maybe been on there since it's been at least 10 years at least.
Wow.
Probably longer. Probably way longer, actually.
Nice.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah. What happened to you guys having Gary Kramer on the show? I thought that was supposed to happen.
It was scheduled. It was supposed to happen a while back, and a friend of mine who was gonna help me with that. He had to go out of town for a month.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's all good. He's back, and we just have to reschedule it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, that's Gary Kramer. He signed it for me when I went down there in 2016.
Nice.
And that was 2 years ago already?
Right there.
Crap.
Yeah, close to it.
That'll be an awesome show.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
You know?
Who is laughing?
No, John BL. John BL said, "Jay, Bob's Burgers." So I still have the burger here. So I figured I'd hit it. But on this, there's no, like, it's just random. So every single sound that's in here, you don't know what's coming. So right now, I
Let's add another one.
didn't know that was coming.
How does that guitar sound, Johnny? Good when you plug it in?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Cool.
It does. I mean, I never had the splitter box. You know, I never had the official piece for it. I had a friend of mine years ago had to. He told me, he's like, go to Radio Shack and get this one cable, get this one adapter, and then you can use the guitar. And he was right. And
Yeah.
I used to plug this into my 4-track all the time and just plug in direct
Oh, yeah.
and record.
Look at all the dust on that.
Yeah, I was telling you. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty
and
good.
that's original dust. That dust
That's
goes back
original dust.
20-something years. Yeah.
That dust is older than dirt.
Yeah.
That's pixie
It,
dust.
it ups the value like $500 because it's original dust.
The dust is
knock-
worth. Yeah.
Gotta knock the dust off of that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where is Caleb here?
Where's Caleb? I thought I heard a David Lee Roth yell. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's Dave. Look at
Wow.
that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that.
I don't see any dust on Dave's.
No.
Do you guys know the years, like officially serial number wise that each of yours was built at all?
That's something I've been asking for
Oh, okay.
Since it got dusty.
for a while. I've been asking people. I used to ask, Kramer experts back in the day, and some of them, they would tell me, or they wouldn't tell me because they would try to get this from me. Is what they try doing all the time. Like I was telling a story earlier about a guy meeting up with me and offered me 2 Kramer guitars for this,
Yeah.
and I turned him down. I'm like,
No.
But yeah, I don't know if you can even see it. I showed this off in a video that's
Yeah.
Some years ago, but
Huh.
if you can't see it, it says 0005.
I can't see it because Steve keeps saying stuff.
I know. Hang on.
I can't.
Hang on. It's heavy.
I see a 0 in there.
It says 0005.
Oh,
But then again, some guys say that the serial number has nothing to do with the guitar.
It doesn't.
You get different stories.
You're right. It really doesn't. But that is an early one because you can tell just by the neck plate to begin with.
The shape.
This one was built in 2006, but the parts. This neck is a 1984 neck.
Huh.
The serial number on this is E10000.
Wow.
So you both have cool serial numbers on those.
Oh yeah.
Where's the original neck on
And
that?
this one's autographed by Stephen Ripley.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Where's
Well,
the original neck for that, Dave?
This is the original neck for this.
I thought you said it was a neck from '84.
This is what he used to do is just he would have a whole bunch of parts
Just piece them together.
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Okay.
That serial number has nothing to do with it, Dave. How does that work?
That's just the way Kramer was back then. They just they had a whole box filled with serial numbered plates, and
with plates.
they wouldn't go in order.
Wow.
They would just grab a plate, slap it on.
So there's no way really to tell?
Right. Yeah. It's not by serial number.
Huh.
So Dave, Fender Guru is asking, so what's so great about a Ripley? Can you explain like all the knobs on the guitar, like in the shortest form, I guess?
Well, it's basically it's a stereo guitar is what it is. I mean, you can pan each string to whatever side you want it to be.
Drop dead leg.
Listen to Top Jimmy. It's Top Jimmy.
Top Jimmy. Yeah. Sorry.
Listen to Top Jimmy, and you'll hear.
Or listen to Blood and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Off Different Kind of Truth. Listen to that, and that is his original Ripley on that. He actually sent that back to Steve to get set up for that song.
Oh wow.
I believe. So I think Steve told me that.
I saw a picture of it in the Eddie Van Halen book today when I was flipping through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a picture of him holding it. It looks like he's in a bathroom almost or something. Yeah.
He had a few different ones, but there was a main one that he called Super Pluto, and that's the one that you see in those pictures.
Yeah, it was on a good cover of Guitar for the Practicing Musician one time too, or something. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I had that issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically the Ripley, it's an active pickup. It's a Bartolini, and it has what's special about it is that it has panning knobs, and you can pan each string if you use 2 amps or if you use 2 inputs, like in a mixer, like I used to do. You can pan each string anywhere within the stereo field, so it doesn't have to be hard left, hard right. It can be anywhere.
Well,
Like
that's cool.
it can be anywhere in between.
You can mix them all over the place.
You can mix them all. So you can make it so if you hit a chord, you can have it go, like if you were in headphones, you can hit a chord and have it go like this, or you can hit a chord and have it just like go like everywhere.
Wow.
Like whichever string. Yeah, it's cool. It's very it's a very unique unique thing, and most people or Van Halen fans will know it from the song Top Jimmy or Blood and Fire. You know. Because you'll listen with headphones and you'll hear the strings what I was gonna say pounce. Panning. You'll hear them pan, different.
Yeah.
So it makes it sound like 2 guitars.
Yeah. And just anybody in the chat, like Blood and Fire is one thing, but if you want to hear on YouTube, just call up the name Ripley and you'll hear an instrumental version of the song, and you can hear the guitar sort of more clearly from the Wildlife soundtrack. Yeah. Yeah, that was always a favorite of mine. But when I hear that, I get goosebumps to this day still. The instrumental one I actually like more than the one on a different kind of true. So yeah, look it up on YouTube. There's an instrumental version. It's like 5 minutes long, and it sounds awesome. Yeah,
Find it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Blood and Fire. I like the guitar. One of the reasons I like the guitar on that one is because it's very hot.
Mhm.
It's like they really like boosted that signal.
Yeah.
That's something you never heard back in the day. Top Jimmy, you know, you can actually hear like, well, that whole record is really it's a really hot sounding,
Yeah.
you know, album. But especially to hear that active, you know, because that's the only, aside from the Steinberger, you
Yeah.
know, the Steinberger and the Bartolini, you know, those are the two active
pickups.
pickup guitars that Eddie is known for using. You know, I think as far as Dave's checking the action.
No, it needs this neck is bowed. I have to needs a it needs a yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Ah,
It just the guitar just sits. It just needs a tweak. That's all.
a little too close to the door.
Yeah.
Speaking about the draft,
Yeah, the NFL draft, the draft that Dave has.
So
that
Jay,
hurts on that
Just
guitar.
one turn
That
of the truss rod.
hurts, man.
No, just one turn of the truss rod. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. It needs a string change anyway.
So does another Ripley that somebody in this chat has.
I mean, these strings are these strings are probably like 8 or 9 months old. And if I decide to use the guitar, I'll you know, do a string change and, you know, turn the neck.
Mm-hmm.
No biggie.
Bye.
What else you guys want to see?
Let me show you something.
Dave, you still got that Monsters of Rock guitar there?
No.
Oh, okay.
you sold it?
No, the guy wanted it back.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, people love the green Peavey.
Oh, unlisted.
Yeah.
No,
Where's Caleb?
Oh, he's probably at the Starwood right now.
He's talking to John Levin.
Yeah. He'd be going live. She's got to be going live shortly. He'll be going to In-N-Out Burger. He'll be on here.
He'll get in a 4-hour line to get a burger.
No,
The lines in that place is insane, man.
No, but he left the lineup. He was 12th in line at In-N-Out last night, and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna find the next one 3 miles down the road, and he did. He was second in line.
Mm-hmm. Birthday cast.
Yeah, I'd like to get a Ripley. I have a search on eBay for a Ripley. Whenever they come up, I see them. Yeah.
How much did they go for?
Well, the problem is guys are putting different necks on them. It's the right body with all the knobs and everything, but then they put these different necks on them. So I want to say,
I don't understand what I mean. What do you mean?
nothing. I'm looking at it. It's the Ripley body, but then it's got a different neck on them. And they're going.
Meaning what then?
They want between like $2,000 and $3,000, and it's not even the right neck.
It doesn't say Ripley on it?
No, they just put some other Kramer like rosewood neck on it, and they let you know it's not the right neck. But I imagine like it's got to be between $4,000 and $5,000. If it's like Johnny's or yours, like an original one, it's got to be. Yeah.
I wonder what they did with the necks. I mean, why would you swap out the necks unless you broke it or something?
Well,
you don't know the history of any guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they've the disease, you know, a lot of Kramer guys. Sorry, you guys. you guys, you have the disease for that neck. You know, for the feel.
The right neck.
It's a unique with any guitar.
Yeah.
Everybody's after the EVH Music Man neck. You know, everybody's after all that stuff. That neck. I mean, Dave, we've said this. That guitar. I mean, the body shape's a little different, but that's basically a Kramer Beretta.
Yeah,
is what that is.
Absolutely.
From 1984.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it has the special. You know, the knobs make it special and everything. But that's the neck that all those guys want. Now, if that was a maple neck, I'd be sitting here right now. I'd be tied up. That thing wouldn't be sitting here.
If it was
Dave would be like,
playing.
I'll be right back. Next
And
thing you know, I'm
change
like
the screen
in the
button.
corner. Dave's sitting there. Look at my new guitar.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. I mean,
Well,
Huh?
to tell you the truth, I mean that neck is wider than Eddie's Kramer's were. That neck is it's a wide, thin neck.
yeah, no, well, yeah, that neck, that's nothing like Eddie's.
No,
No Kramer was like Eddie's Kramers.
yeah,
His were very. They were made specifically for him, and yeah, does the neck, Ripley neck tilt? Yeah, the headstock is tilted back. Yeah.
his is, but mine is not. Mine is a straight headstock.
Mhm.
And Spanky says when Kramer went under, there were parts auctioned off like crazy. So people put together a lot of part stuff with excess.
Yeah, that's like what I was talking about. The store I used to work at in Berkeley bought a bunch of that stuff, and I was the guy putting that stuff together back
Oh, yeah?
back in the 90s. Yeah. So I came across all that stuff. I the Sambora stuff, the Night Swan stuff.
Mhm.
The Pro Axe and the Sustainer.
We had a whole pile of Sustainer pickups.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, but it was just the pickups. We never used them for anything. You know. And Whataburger is awesome, dry heat.
So, guys, I mentioned to you before, I got this glass cabinet here, which has my Cabo Wabo tequila collection in it. So I've got 5 different versions of the bottle that have gone through the years. So this is the first one. This was the first.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah. So they're all unique. When you have this hand blown, it's called a blue glass. They're all sort of unique. So you'll see these bubbles in the glass. You can't sort of tell, I guess, but that's what they call it anyway, sort of hand blown. This is the first one. So I'm going to say, okay, the song came out on OU812 in 1988. The club opens in 90. I'll say by about 95 probably was the first time that this was like available to buy in a store. Yeah, so this was the first version of it. This one's empty because I drank it. And it has it has the recipes in it for like the Wabarita, and that's the main drink with this. So it's like the juice of like 2 limes and 2 shots of Contro and then 1 shot of tequila. That's the Wabarita. And so that was the first version of this.
What year is that, Steve?
Sorry?
What year is that?
I'm guessing 1995. It doesn't have anything stamped on this one, but as I go through, I'll see if there's a year on them. Yeah. Okay, so a couple years later, this was the next version of it. This one's full. All of them, or rest of them, these are corked still. So this is untouched. I'm going to say probably the late 90s was this one. And you can see the logo's changed. It's got like cactuses and stuff on it. So they sort of prettied up the bottle, but it's still the blue hand-blown glass. And again, still, I got the little recipe card on it for the Wabarita and stuff on it. So yeah, it's got a cool wooden cork on it. Yeah, so that's version 2. Sorry, I'm still looking for a date. Yeah, sorry guys, there's no date on these, unfortunately. Yeah, there's UPC numbers. Imported by Wilson Daniels is the name of the company. So that was the second version. This is the third version. So they got this fancy cactus, the agave plant, big logo on it. It's still the blue hand blown though. Cool. It's still got a cork. There's no colored label on the top. Yeah, I'll look for a year if I can. Yeah, it seems like the year thing isn't, it's just not even on these, unfortunately. I wish it did. But it just says 750 mil and 40% alcohol on all of them. It doesn't really have necessarily a year on them. So I'll say this was probably early 2000s. It's kind of every 3 or 4 years there was a new bottle.
Did you ever have the mini ones? Like that big?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is the next one. So it's got the agave plant's a bit smaller. It's not so big, but it's more sort of defined. It looks cool though. It's still the blue hand blown. The logo on the top. It's got a sort of a Aztec look on the top of the cork on that one. Yeah. Still no real year. It's unfortunate they didn't stamp a year on these. Huh.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, right.
You guys remember the video, the old video of the guy holding? He's like on a TV show, and there's a guy showing off like the first like record player, or the first record.
He drops it.
And he's like, "Look at this! This thing's a million years old. It's so fragile." You seen that?
So guys, this is the most recent version, and unfortunately, yeah, the blue hand blown thing is gone. So of course, I'm disappointed because that was the theme with the other ones, was the blue hand blown thing was kind of made it unique, but the logo changed, and of course, Sammy had sold, I don't know, like 80% of the company by this point, so it was kind of out of his hands. So they just went for something cheaper. And instead of these being like over $100 a bottle, now they're like $78 a bottle.
Not where I buy them. Well, then again, your Canadian money's a little different.
Yeah.
I bought a bottle of that yesterday for 40.
Yeah, there you go.
43 or I think it was $47.
Yeah,
They have 3 different kinds.
Yeah, this is Reposado is the one I get. Yeah,
that's the middle of the row one. That's the one that the guy at the liquor store was saying like is the smoothest.
Yeah.
The middle of the road is smoothest.
Yeah, he said the one that the more expensive one is aged for at least 12 months, but he said it's real smoky. And that one, the one that Steve has, is he said that's the best one.
Yeah. Depends what you like, I guess. It's like spiced rum, right? Like I like spiced rum. It depends what you like, I guess. Yeah.
I like well, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But yeah. Maybe that's why they stopped using the blue bottles, because they all have different shades to them now. Like the cheaper one is clear. Yeah. That one has a little bit of a tint, and then the more expensive one is a little darker. So that's probably why they got rid of the.
Do any of them have worms in them?
No.
No, that's mezcal. Anytime you have a bottle that says mezcal on it, that has the worm in it. Yeah.
That's like from the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right from the bottle.
Yeah. What's that called? Gusano rojo. That's the worm. Gusano means worm. Yeah.
Is that where Tres Gusanos come from?
Yes, the 3 worms. Yeah.
Not Tres Gusanos. I saw them. Yep. I saw them in San Francisco at the Bay Area Music Awards. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mad Dog saying it. We get a massive upcharge because that stuff's coming north across the border. So there's added money, dollars added on for the cost for us to get it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was the history of the Cabo Wabo bottle.
With Eddie and didn't Eddie have a piece of that company, and then
well, they had a piece of the club.
The club, yeah, all 4 of them.
Yeah, when the club
had it, and then he bought it out. And now I think he sold the company.
Well, the club originally was like 25%, I think, between all 4 of them when it first opened in 1990, And then, of course, Ed and Alex were the first ones to kind of bail on it, because around like 1994, the club wasn't doing well. Like, it got to the point where it was going to shut down. They actually had caution tape around the whole property at one point, and nothing was happening.
Wow.
And then Sammy said, no way. And I guess he teamed up a bit with Michael Anthony and said, okay, we gotta do something here. So yeah, they put some money together and got it up and going again, full on around 1995. I remember they had a big radio promotion, and Bret Michaels. That's when Richie Kotzen was in Poison. They did a rock radio show, that
was in '92, and that was when they debuted some of the raw tracks for what would become Right Here, Right Now. Right? Was that it?
Well, I know that Van Halen played the opening in '90, and then Van Halen played in 1992. Was the last time the band played there, and I know that night.
That's the video where it's all shaky, where you can't see anything, right?
Yeah. I have a copy of it here from Jeff, and 1995 was when the Poison won, because that's when the Richie Kotzen replaced CC DeVille in Poison, and they did a show, and it was on the radio, and that was, I think, 1995.
That was the best thing that ever happened to Poison, by the way, was Richie Kotzen joining.
Yeah, he's an amazing guitar player
and singer.
Oh yeah, he's got that raspy bluesy voice. Yeah, and then from then on, it was then Sammy got his brother Bob Hagar to manage the club. So then it was sort of more in control, and they had a new chef come in, and and every time I go in October, it's a packed house, and the club's doing well, and they have a house band that plays in the daytime in the courtyard, acoustic set, and then they play like heavy classic rock at night, every night. And even Sammy's week, the birthday week, when he plays every other night during the week, the house band plays the off nights, and it's a packed house, and it's a fun town. If anybody, you guys are in the chat, it's always a good time if you go down the week of October leading up to his birthday is October 13th. So I usually get down there like October 5th or 6th. And then I'm there for the whole week, and good times. And I know tons of people I've known over the years, like the last 25 years going down there.
You've been doing it for 25 years.
Yes, the first time I went was 1993.
Wow.
Because Van Halen just played there in '92, so I was like gung ho. Oh man, I got to get down there, and it just never happened. I thought at one point Eddie and Alex would come down and just start doing some jam and playing Van Halen songs, but
never did.
Yeah, all of a sudden the band disbanded, and but Sammy kept going, and Michael and him are super buds, and so it's cool that way. But I just you just wish everyone would get along, right? Yeah.
On that note, I gotta get some sleep. So
okay, Dave.
Soon.
Thanks for the info, man.
No problem. I will not be here Tuesday, and I'll let you.
Good luck Thursday, man.
Well, it's Tuesday. I'm going, but I'll let you know if I'm going to stay in the hospital or if I'm coming home.
Good luck, good luck, Dave, man.
Thanks. See you, everyone.
I'll talk to you before then, Dave.
All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Good night.
See you, man.
Bye.
Yeah. And then there was 4. Where's Caleb?
Where are the burgers?
Yeah. He was chowing down that burger last night. Holy cow.
Were you guys, how long did you guys hang out after I left, or did you all leave?
No, we hung out for a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to put them on mute and turn my camera off for a few, because we were watching some highlights and stuff of the player the Bears drafted, and then by the time I looked back down, I don't know if I got disconnected from them or they left, and that was the last I knew.
Oh yeah, you're a Bears fan.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm happy with them so far as the draft and all the free agent moves and stuff.
Cool.
We still have 37 people watching, and it's
Wow.
11:20. It's 11:24 Pacific. It's 2:24 Eastern.
Hello, 37 people.
All right. Well, if there's still 37 people
you
here,
know
I gotta get a little more pep in my step here.
Yeah. You need a rum and coke, my friend. Your guts must be okay now. You've been sitting for a couple hours.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
birthday,
Yeah.
Still.
Tell us
Out
more
here
about
it
that
is.
sandwich.
Well, no,
Yeah.
actually on the West Coast. Still your birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got 35 more minutes of your birthday here, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay, so I gotta stick it out for that long.
Yeah,
John BL asks, who do you follow for hockey? I'm everything Chicago except for baseball.
Who are you for baseball?
The Mets.
Oh, God.
Typical Yankee fan doesn't understand how anybody cannot like the Yankees.
Man, how the hell do you like what drew you? I'm gonna guess 86, right?
It must have been because I remember living in Illinois and my mom would put me or my parents would put me in front of the TV. My dad was a Mets fan, so that's probably what it was. But I remember watching. They took me to a White Sox. Steve, hold on, stay right there. Stay right there.
Come now.
I'm injured.
It's 5 minutes of the guys.
So anyway, I remember getting sitting down watching the Cubs and the White Sox, and I remember not really liking the players on the team. And then I don't know if the Mets played one of the teams that year, and I just, liked the Mets. That was it.
But your father was a Met fan, so
My father was a Mets fan, so I'm sure that had something to do with it.
My father was a Yankee fan. I specifically remember him sitting me down in front of the TV set and saying, "That's your team." And my mom was a New York Giant fan before they left.
Yeah.
And then so she naturally became a Met fan after they left.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up 15, 20 minutes away from Yankee Stadium. So.
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you.
You can't, man. I mean, I get it all the time. If I tell somebody I'm a Bears fan,
Yeah.
oh, why don't you switch it over to? I'm like,
You can't switch your allegiance. That's not how it works.
yeah.
No.
I spent my entire, as long as I can remember, liking the teams I like. I mean, if you're a real sports fan, you can't, you don't switch. I mean, I know somebody I follow on Twitter who he's a huge hockey fan. Okay. And it's not Caleb. Huge hockey fan. He used to be a Kings fan. And now I think he's a Golden Knights fan, a Vegas Golden Knights fan. And I'm like, wait a minute. How does that happen? And he lives in California. So it's not like he lives in Vegas or something. So I don't know.
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't follow sports. I've never been a sports fan, except for the album Sports. But how does that explain to me how that works? Because let's say we like our favorite band, and maybe a member will change, like from Roth to Hagar to Sharon kind of thing, and we still like the band. I mean, it's still same core members. But a sports team, how does that work? Like how many? What's the lifespan of a player? And let's say if you're really into that team, let's say 10 years from now, you're still into that team. It's all different guys.
Yeah.
What keeps it the same? What keeps it consistent for you guys?
It totally depends on the sport as far as the lifespan of the athlete, right? But for the most part, in today's game, you're rooting for the uniform.
Yep. Especially with free agency the way it is now. I mean,
exactly.
You're lucky to have, you're lucky to get 4 or 5 years, especially in football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, wow, man. You look at the rosters from 5 years ago, and there's like, there's only a couple guys left, and it's like, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get into a big turn this into a sports show, but in football, when you sign your rookie contract, most of the time it's a 4-year contract with an option for a fifth. Some guys will work in there for a 5th-year option or something. But it's a lot of times, man, they'll be gone. 4 years and you're gone.
Yeah. And
so unless you're one of those franchise type players, when you get a franchise quarterback or you think you get one,
You can hold them with the tag.
Yeah, you can tag them, and so it's all. Look at Steve. He's like, I'm sick of this sports talk. Can we get back to guitars?
Real quick, Fender Guru asked how many times I was at Yankee Stadium. At the old Yankee Stadium, I can't even count. I mean, multiple times, hundreds. At the new Yankee Stadium, I was there 3 times, including the first year that they opened up and they won the World Series. So,
Really?
yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they call the the original Yankee Stadium the house that Ruth built, Babe Ruth, and the new one is the house that Jeter built.
Right.
So, yeah.
And now he's ruining the Marlins.
Oh my God, they gotta hate him.
Yeah.
They give him Stanton to us. Oh,
Every good player on that team from last year is gone.
he's gone. Yeah, he had a fire sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually the Marlins only do that when they win the World Series. Both times they won it. Both times they won it. The next year it was like you said, a fire sale. Everybody gone.
Get rid of everybody. Hooray, we win. Get out of here.
Yep. See ya.
Let's not even try to repeat. Just get the hell out of here.
So
But no, Johnny, sports and music, it's a completely different thing. I mean, it's a competitive thing in sports where in bands it's like I'm not competing, Metallica and Van Halen. I mean, some days you'd be like, man, I might like this band more than this band that day because you're listening to a certain song or something, but it's a whole different thing. Look at Steve.
Yeah.
Can you name all the players on your favorite team? Like, do you know like every single person on that team? Like,
well, football
currently, and then
roster. So, I mean, I could probably name all the starters.
I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, depends on starters and bench players, or how many string players. As far as football,
baseball is probably easier.
It's all different.
Baseball is probably easier to name all the players.
Yeah.
Football is so hard. The fifth, like I said, there's Steve.
Steve is reminding us that this is his show, and he's like, 86. Get rid of the sports talk. Let's get back to guitar.
Look at that.
Yeah,
He's
Fender
making
Guru says, I like it that Yankee Stadium is still Yankee Stadium. I agree with that. I am not a Yankees fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I give them so much credit. I was pissed. I wasn't a little bit pissed.
When it went to Citi Field?
Yes. It went from Shea Stadium to Citi. I was ticked off. We were a little bit, but we were pissed off.
Yeah,
as
I
Alex
hear
would
you.
say.
Being from New York, I had a lot of Met fans. A lot of Met fans in my family, and they were livid.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that was annoying. Even if they would have kept it like Citi Field at Shea or some kind of left the name somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But they didn't even do that, man. It's just sellout type of
How
stuff.
many times have you been to Shea Stadium, the old one? I was there a bunch of times. I like that. I mean, it was old and 60, but I kind of dug that stadium.
We used to go, I would say when we first moved to New Jersey, maybe for a couple of years, we went 2 or 3 times a year. And then it ended up turning like one time a year when the tickets starting to, ticket prices started to kaboom. So that you probably about once a year, I wasn't a fan of Citi Field because we went, the year it opened, me and Jeannie went, and I just felt like it was almost like a college field, like, wide open in the back. And I like a stadium, Shea was just, it was cool.
Yeah.
It just felt huge. You were in this huge Coliseum type of thing. But yeah. Why'd the Mets leave?
I've never been in the new Citi Field. I haven't been there. I'd like to go. I will tell you this. I like the old Yankee Stadium better than the new Yankee Stadium. The new Yankee Stadium footprint is twice the size of the old Yankee Stadium because they have the Grand Hall there. It's massive. But they replicated the actual playing field really good compared to the old one. I just like the old feel better. I mean, maybe same thing as you, just because we've been there. I don't know. Just like
I don't know what it is either. I mean, I get Yankee fans. I mean, how much history that was in that stadium. That's got to be a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Whereas Shea, I mean, of course, there's a lot of history, but that thing needed to. Shea was a piece of crap.
I see James Orcutt said Yankee Stadium before 73. When they were remodeling it from the original Yankee Stadium to the second iteration of the old Yankee Stadium, I went to Shea Stadium to watch the Yankees play because they were actually playing in Shea Stadium while they were refurbishing the Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, from 70, he's right. That's when they actually changed over. So it wasn't the original Yankee Stadium, but
like all the renovations.
My father took me there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys want to continue this, but real quick, the Chicago Bears. Yeah. The Chicago Bears was Soldier Field, right? I think what year was it when they did all the renovations? 2002 or something like that.
Early 2000s. Yeah, my wife's from Chicago.
2002 or 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They renovate. Steve, hit the mute button. And you shouldn't drill. Those in. By the way,
he'll have a whole guitar made by the time.
Yeah.
By the time your team's changed members.
It was kind of like they renovated it. They renovated Soldier Field because they knew the fan base would have went nuts if they tore down Soldier Field and put it somewhere else or what, because it's just
the history.
So much history in that field where they're like, nah, we're not doing it.
That's like ripping down. I mean, there'd be a revolt in the entire state. Like if you got rid of Green Bay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yep.
Same. Now back to guitars. Hello, Steve.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. No, sorry. I just put the neck plate on my Charvel build I'm doing. So that was the unboxing I did. This neck plate. So yeah, this is a Kramer Pacer body from Musicraft. It's a Charvel neck from Musicraft. It's got the skunk stripe on the back. Wow. And nice. Yeah. I can't wait to when it's all looks complete. Cool,
I'd play like that. String it up.
I know you would.
String it up.
Yeah. I got a Seymour Duncan 59 pickup. I gotta get in here and yeah.
Nice.
Piecing it together. This will be the main one once it's built. Yeah.
So where'd you get all parts from for that?
I get parts from old Kramer Pacers. So this is kind of a different thing. This is an R2 nut for a Floyd Rose. This is these are called the humpback saddles, which would have came off a Kramer Pacer like around 1982. Hi Caleb.
Hello, Caleb.
Sorry, Caleb. I did an unboxing. I had my Charvel USA neck plate came in, so I just attached. As the guys were talking football, so I just attached the neck to the body.
Awesome.
Yeah. I always do a pre-build and then take it all apart and then paint, right, and then put it all back together again. So I'm just piecing it together. Yeah.
You do that to make sure it wants to be a guitar, right?
Yeah.
That guy wanted to go to bed.
Just in case.
Yeah. So, I was just explaining the R2 nut. So it's the R2 is 1 5/8, and this is the humpback saddles from a Kramer Pacer around 1982. That's different. If you buy like an 84 Floyd, it comes with just the saddles come to a peak, but I'm a little particular when it comes to this. So I got the humpback ones. And
here I thought you were talking Yankees. All right, I'll see you guys later.
We won tonight, by the way. We pulled it out. So
what's this wee crap?
That's true. I don't make any money from those guys. So I guess.
Hey, Caleb, thanks for showing up. And did you do your big interview with Adam tonight?
With Adam? No,
John.
With John.
John. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
How'd it go, man?
A few red wines later.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Was that done at a club?
Yeah, him and his wife took me out to dinner. It was awesome. So,
oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Where'd you interview him at?
I had lasagna at this really awesome Italian place in Sherman Oaks.
Nice.
Where'd you do the
Supposedly.
interview at?
At his house.
Cool, man.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Did you see any more of his guitars, Caleb?
You know, we didn't really go through his what would you call it, trove of guitars and gear. That's probably going to be another time. So I have to get back out there again.
Nice.
It was kind of hard to get from segment to segment. I was just trying to get a good interview tonight.
Yeah.
So I hope I did.
Do you have the material to do your second guitar lead show?
Most of it, I'm gonna put together a rough and then figure out what we need that we're missing. And fill in the blanks. Hopefully there won't be too many. So
Yeah.
But
Cool.
yeah, exciting. I'm still recovering from last night. It was awesome.
Oh, you are. I still have goosebumps.
That
Yeah.
was so awesome,
You
man.
are. Feel these
Look at
nipples.
that.
Oh, there it is. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Present-
John Biel
There it
51.
There you go.
Look at that.
There it is, John Biel, right there, baby.
Wait.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, keep it going. Hold on, everybody.
Nice.
That was classic.
Caleb, before I forget, thanks for getting Michael Anthony to say my name. I really like the plug.
You know, Steve, that's why I had him do it, because I knew if anybody in this, you would appreciate it the most. So
Oh yeah,
I had that done just for you.
there you go.
That was really cool, Caleb. I mean, he was. You had him so engaged.
Well, the shirt did it. Once you saw the shirt, you're in.
You know, I don't want to take any credit. I think Michael Anthony is just one of the coolest people in the world. He happens to be the former bass player for the greatest band ever. So
Yeah.
you know,
But it was cool, man. It was really
cool. I
it
mean,
was awesome.
I wish I'd asked a few more questions and held up the line a little more, had people yelling at me to get lost and move on. But
How many people were behind you?
there's probably like 75 to 100 people behind me.
Oh, wow, really? Man.
Yeah. So he was going to be there for a while.
Mhm. He's still there.
He's still there. He's still there. Kevin Dugan's still.
Get back in line. What are you doing at home? Get back in line, man.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was cool that Johnny said to you, you know what, you should ask him about the bass. That's why he's there. So that was a good sort of mellower about the whole situation.
No,
and you
definitely.
asked him about it. And you had to sit down for a couple of seconds there. So that was cool. Yeah.
You know what? And I bet you nobody else in that whole line asked him that.
No. No.
So that I think he enjoyed that part, and that kind of loosened him up. And the shirt helped, and
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
maybe
I thought it was cool how Kevin Dugan, how he was playing with with the shirt.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fun, because I'm used to seeing, going to NAMM every year, seeing Kevin and Mike. Usually you see Kevin, he's like yelling at people. Usually he's like, hey, keep the line moving, keep going, come on. Yeah, well, Mike, you were there. Yeah.
He's like a bass tech / bouncer.
Yeah, that's usually what you see. Although I have seen other sides of him where it's like what we saw last night. But it was, see, it's him, talking to you about that shirt. It was special. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. 'Cause, hey man, he wore that on Live Without a Net, and Kevin Dugan's like, hey man, I was there that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing Mike holding that shirt up. And by the way, your friend, or the guy you met in line, he took some great pictures.
Yeah.
Those stills are amazing. I was blown away.
Because you can look at each picture, and it actually, each picture shows like
It's like a timeline of what happened.
like a moment.
I love that picture of us sitting together, staring face to face. I think that is the coolest thing ever. I'm looking at that picture, and it's surreal. It looks like we're doing a radio show.
Yep.
Did you tag him in? Like, did you post any of those pictures and tag Michael Anthony in them or no?
I tagged him on my Instagram. So
Yeah, tag him on
Yeah.
everything, man, because that's cool.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think he does go on his Instagram. So,
Mhm.
but
Didn't you say that his Instagram is? I guess does he have a big following? Like you kind of said that he looks at that
like
last night.
40,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you look at his Instagram, you see him, you see Sammy Hagar,
Yeah, they're always.
you know,
Yeah.
playing around. You see them commenting,
Going
back and forth to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. But it was fun. I mean, it was better than I expected it to be. So it was good
awesome,
content.
man.
Good content for the show. That's all that matters. So
I just couldn't believe the relay of the whole thing. Like Jeff Hausman sends me a message. Michael Anthony's going to be at the Pasadena Guitar Center. And I'm like, 3 states away. He's sending me the info. So I go, okay, Johnny's going to be close. Caleb's going to be close.
yeah,
Send it out. And then bang, next thing I know, you're there in line. Yeah, it was
pretty cool.
That's a deja vu.
Like Muja Day.
This happened already?
I have that. Vuja Day. Yeah, me and Johnny have talked about that Vuja Day. Like I'll think of something
What?
and then
What's Buja
yeah. It's when you think of something and then like within 5 minutes it happens. That thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Like we talked about it, Johnny, where you're like walking down a hallway and you pass like a fire extinguisher and you go, wait a minute, have I not been here before? Yeah, that sort of thing. I have it all the time. Yeah. That's Vuja Day.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like so weird.
Yeah, I figured Jeff Hausman would accept my friendship on Facebook by now, but no.
I'll sort them out.
Yeah, let him know.
He's, I mean, everybody knows him as the the Van Halen store guy, probably Van Halen news desk guy, a lot of people, well, the diehards, they know he's the guy running that. And everybody thinks that he knows, everything.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking at NAMM, and,
Well, that last night was sort of a Van Halen news desk type of moment, where
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I messaged him back. I said, hey, Jeff, thanks for giving me the info because we went and we got Michael Anthony and we met him on video. And I said, watch Johnny's show from last night. And we got him to sign a shirt and the whole thing. And he's like, oh, gave it a thumbs up. And yeah, it's funny.
yeah. Well,
I just sent him a friend request right here, right now.
see, he'll accept
Live.
yours quicker than mine. So
You know what? Pull yours back and then resend it.
you're right.
You might be lost in the shuffle there.
Steve,
Yeah.
you're on, or are you? I'm thinking you are. I think I saw you on Van Halen VHND.
Yes.
You have a profile there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think I saw you. I think I saw your. Can you post a link to last night's video in the comments of that post?
Yeah, I wrote a message to everyone that was on that link. There's like 115 comments from last night's thing. And then I said, hey, watch Johnny Beane's show on YouTube from last night and you'll see a poof shirt get signed. I just want to see how I just want to see how many people know the joke, right? Yeah.
Let me guess. None.
That'd be correct. We're dealing with idiots.
Well, because the comment section of that website is the same 10 people every post,
Oh yeah.
Yapping back and forth, about the same stuff. It's
Yeah.
I mean that's how the internet is. I mean, look at this.
Right.
You got the same 5 people on this show every Friday yapping about the same thing. It's the same, but it's cool.
We try to mix it up with unboxings and putting guitars together. Come on.
Did you open all your boxes?
Caleb, do you have any unboxings tonight?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't. Not that I know of. I haven't checked the mail yet. So
Oh my
Is
God.
there anything like
in
in the pantry or the refrigerator that still has like the package sealed?
let me check.
Yeah.
I got a box of cereal I bought yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see it. What do you got?
Frosted Flakes.
Captain Crunch.
Oh,
Are those in the 4 berths? That's a sailing joke. Sorry.
Well, Michael's sailing, all right.
I know. Mike's in his boat.
Yeah.
wow! I can't believe we have 30 people sitting here looking at this.
What?
Oh, yeah, man.
I can't
We were up
believe
to-
that.
Yeah, we had like
All
40
night.
seconds at one point.
All night tonight's been.
No, they love the late show. Because anything
Where were you?
goes on the
Where were
late-
you all last night? Where were you all last night?
What was it? 7 or something? 7 people?
I was like 17, I think.
Topped out at like 8. I think.
While we were live last
I
night,
was 17.
while we were live last night, there was like 4 people, 5 people, 6, 8, 4, 2.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
The
and
bass
then
player from the mighty Van Halen. 6, 4.
4, 5. I don't need this. I'll come on.
Mhm.
Really?
yeah, but then the reaction through last night and today has been like
Awesome.
whoa,
How many hits has it had, Johnny? Do you know?
I don't probably 300, 3 something probably by now.
That's pretty good. That's pretty quick.
Slap that share button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the 35-minute mark.
35-minute mark.
35-minute mark there.
Yeah. No, Johnny and Caleb, you guys are right, man. Those photos, the stills, look awesome that you posted on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. I'm glad you got that guy's number, man. That guy. He should be. Today was National Old Headshot Day. I think that guy's got the magic touch as far
Dude,
as
and-
taking photos.
And he was next to me in line, and I just asked him before I came on with you, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this," and I had the presence to know that I wasn't going to be able to take any pictures because I'd be on the YouTube show with my camera, my phone. So I was like, "Do you think you can shoot some pictures of me with him while I'm talking to him?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, no problem." So after I leave the area where Michael Anthony was, I just start walking out with you guys and I'm talking, and then you guys mentioned, is there a Wolfgang? And then I go over to the Wolfgang. That guy chased me down. He went after me.
Oh, that is cool.
He went after me with Michael Anthony. So he was there with Michael Anthony right after I went. And then he went and found me in that huge Guitar Center to give me to get my number. Like I totally would have forgot. So,
Wow.
He literally chased you down, man. That's
And then
awesome.
he was like, "Man, I took pictures of you. Why didn't you stay and take pictures of me?" You
well,
jerk.
Kevin
Why'd
Dugan
you
was
leave me?
taking everybody's phone and
Really?
taking pictures for them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's Michael. When
Yeah.
we saw him at NAMM,
Same
that's what he was doing. Yeah.
Yep.
He takes 1 or 2 pictures. But that guy, what phone did he have? Because those pictures are crystal clear.
Yeah, the iPhone 17.
Yeah. Let me see. I
The
can tell you
DeLorean parked outside, man.
if it's an iPhone or not.
And that was the guy we got him talking to us in the beginning, right? That was the guy.
Yes, his name is
Yeah.
Ron. Ron.
Ron? Rob?
Ron.
Why does that happen every time?
These are great shots.
Yeah. Yeah. They're amazing.
I'll show a few here.
How many did you take, Caleb?
12.
Wow. Oh, that's killer. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is
talking about-
that is crazy, man. That is awesome.
Well, that's when you're talking about the Schecter bass. You got to sit down. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now he's looking at the guys on the phone.
With our poof shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I first got there, and I'm showing him that we're on the show.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Houston, Steve.
He's making a little joke with the shirt.
Yeah, he was like, I had one of these and I had it cropped to show off my.
And then he cut it out, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I said, Jay. This whole thing started from you.
Pretty cool, man.
Really good shots, man.
Yeah. We thought it wasn't going to be till like NAMM next year when he was going to see one of those shirts. Bam, done.
Well, it's just funny. I mean, that's how cool everybody is. You know, I mentioned jokingly that, I mean, it wasn't really a joke. I've always wanted, you know, I remember my brother, me and my brother joking about getting a poof shirt. And then Jeannie tried to get one couple, like, I don't know, a year or two ago. And then John BL just, all of a sudden I get an email and he's doing the research to find the picture and what it's from. And then he gets the shirt made. Next thing you know, they're in the mail. It's like, you know, it's just really cool.
Awesome.
The best.
Yep. And everybody has one.
Caleb, so my next question
Yes.
is, your Musicraft next that's coming. Do you know what profile, the back profile you got? Did you get the EVH 8191?
I did.
You did? Good. That's what this is. But this is a Charvel,
Yeah.
But Steve, wait, what else did you get, Caleb?
What?
On the frets.
Oh, he got the stainless frets?
That's right.
I got the stainless vintage.
Nice. Cool.
Fast movers.
Right on.
Yeah.
The fast movers. Got a fast mover.
Got a fast mover here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That thing is inbound. So,
Yeah, May 1st, man. May Day. It's coming in.
May Day. That's right.
Okay, what is the chat saying here? Any questions? Vintage Sounds likes my guitar with no paint yet. Oh yeah, John BL 5150 says, "Hey Michael, Facebook message me
For your poof shirt, bro. You get a poof shirt, Mike.
Oh, thank you, dude.
There you go.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, and you're gonna have John BL. You're gonna have to send one of us like an extra one, so when we go to NAMM, we can actually give Michael Anthony one." Yeah.
But you got to have it cropped. You got to have the bippy top.
Yeah, I might need a new one too because I'm going to frame this.
Yeah.
See, now you guys are getting crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's Jay Hannon's in the house. You got to get crazy.
So we got to get crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Yesterday,
Your birthday. Yep.
no, I'm sorry, Thursday. Right? Yeah, Thursday. When you went to the to see Michael Anthony.
Yep.
I put my poof shirt on, having no idea that you were going there
Wow.
or anything. And next thing you know, I get an invite to the chat, and then it's like, hey, Caleb's going to meet Michael Anthony, and he's going to get his poof shirt signed. And I'm like, I'm wearing it. That's awesome.
I'm wearing it. Right? You were at your dad's and you didn't like. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It happened quick.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb sent me a text a little earlier in the day saying, "Hey, you know, I might be doing this. Are you up for it? You know, do you want to do this?" And yeah, you know, yeah, it'd be cool. But it wasn't, you know,
Wasn't a for sure thing.
a million things that could go wrong between yes, yeah, let's do it, and it being done. So it wasn't like there was no promoting it, no nothing.
No.
And then as soon as
I had to drive 37 miles
In California, which is like
in rush hour.
3,700 miles. And
How long did that take you? You said it was like
It's like an hour and 45 minutes.
wow.
Man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
yeah.
On like a 40-lane highway.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, that's Caleb being a brother, man. He did whatever it takes, get her done.
all for the content, boys. All for the content.
Hey, David Ennis. David Ennis is here, everybody. Right on.
Hello,
Hey,
David.
Vintage Sounds wants me to get Eddie to sign this shirt. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Right.
I'll go wait. I'll go wait outside his house there.
Yeah. Right.
Get shot.
Yeah. Who is this Bert-looking guy?
Oh,
So someone in the chat said it was funny.
Steve is wired tonight, and I love it.
Hey man, this is Steve Andersen, Rummeister Unleashed. This is what we do.
What an ego.
Yeah. If you're not pumped, you got no business being here.
See you later.
Yeah.
Man,
Well-
I like it how last night how Mike remembered the shirt. How he was looking at it, he's like, I used to have a shirt like this.
Yeah.
And
That's
Caleb,
right?
Caleb, you had to convince him and Kevin that was the one he wore on the home video.
Right.
They're like, I did. We did.
Right. That's like it's almost like he went like, wait a minute, like, is this my old shirt? Like, he had no
Is this
idea.
the one I wore? Well, not this
I
one.
wonder if you ever watched that DVD or watched the video. You know,
Right. I wonder if he remembers what shirt he wears. Like they're filming a video that's going to be, you know, forever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably their most iconic video release, and like, who chose his wardrobe? Like,
Yeah.
Well, it kind of was the first official video
Yeah.
release, like live concert. That was the first one. Yeah.
The first one released on home video
Yeah.
that you could buy.
Yeah.
You know, I think the first actual, well, there was the S Festival, which
Yeah.
was on Showtime or Cinemax or whatever, and people, you know, who
Yeah.
had early Betamax and VHSs, they were able to tape it, and that's, you know, the generation that we'll have now are off those tapes. But
It's kind of surprising they didn't do one for the '84 tour, considering how well it did, like the record and the single and the tour. It's really surprising that they didn't do a live video for that concert, actually. Yeah.
yeah, well, I don't think they were able to decide on much on that tour.
Yeah. I guess lots of infighting.
Except let's finish it.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
Yep. So I wish they did that. That would have been a great show, even though the tempo was very fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a triple live record, I remember, of the New York City show.
the orange one,
Yeah. From
I had that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. And yeah, it was an awesome concert. Like, just listening to it. I remember I copied, like, you know, remember in the day you'd have a record player and then you'd and a cassette tape in the same system. So I record all my records onto tape so I could play them in my car. I had a 71 Dart. It was brown with a black hardtop. And I had a pretty skookum stereo back in the late 80s. And yeah, I used to crank that bootleg from New York City, I remember, in my car all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
I had that record. Yeah, it was 3 vinyls. It was orange. The front was a picture of David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
From like 79 or 78, 79. The back was a picture of Eddie and Mike from 79 on one mic singing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden, 84. Yeah. That was a great show. That was
Oh,
the
it's
very
awesome.
first boot. That was the first show where I ever heard the tray table solo.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first introduction to that.
I was at those shows, 84.
Oh,
Nice.
Yep.
Wow.
that yawn was hurting the.
Yeah.
Just
I have something. I don't know if it's like TMJ or something. My mom has it where, like, if you open your mouth, like, your jaw too wide or something, it hurts. It hurts bad.
Oh, you ever like yawn and you get a cramp in your neck or
That's
something?
it's almost what it feels like in your jaw. Like,
Yeah,
right there.
my jaw cracks. Like, I can actually crack it every time I open. Yeah, it cracks.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
My jaw
Thumbnail.
cracks.
I don't know. There's a lot of thumbnails for tonight, but my favorite still is Dave when he was looked like he was going to eat his dog.
Eating Snickers.
Snickerdoodle.
Either that or when he was eating his fingernails, one or the other.
Yeah, I don't know if he realizes he does that. He does that a lot, where he's sitting there all of a sudden, he's like doing all this, and I don't know if he understands that.
Well, whenever I do something weird like that, I do this, and then I pick my nose.
Yeah,
And then I come back on. Yep.
That's the pro move.
Yeah, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What do you guys hit when you like? I always leave a guitar in the chair and walk away and get a beer. What do
We
you
know.
guys?
We know. Look, just move your mouse on your.
Yeah. What do you go to though?
See the camera cross out.
Oh, turn off camera.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
yeah, the very top of the screen.
Yeah.
You got the ad people. You got the mic. Well, I do at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, you do.
Don't
Invite
go to the
people.
red phone. Don't go to the red phone.
Yeah, I know. No, but I think
Steve, go to settings. Steve, go to settings real quick.
no, I just like leaving a guitar in the chair. I think it looks cool, and I go do my thing. I come back.
Well, when you do that, hit the mute button. Then
Oh yeah.
that's what I usually do too.
I like
we
to
hear-
see the chair with the guitar and the chair is sort of wiggling because
Yeah.
Steve.
The,
Steve,
yeah, hi.
we hear the toilet flushing every time.
actually, no, I'm not. I never go. I'm a camel.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You never go.
you never
No,
go.
no, I'm just saying.
Is that a
like, I
Canadian
go-
thing?
He never sleeps. He never goes.
You never go away.
Steve is a machine, man.
Yeah.
I'm just here to help the show. Okay.
No, it's funny because Steve, like, he'll go to bed. What time? He'll do the show until 3 a.m. my time, and then
Yeah. That's midnight here.
and then at 9 something my time,
He's back up.
he's sending messages on Facebook, and it's like, I might be awake, but Johnny is still sleeping. Like, yo, it's 7 o'clock where you guys are.
Yep. And I'm like,
Really?
yeah, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I only
That's the
sleep
poof
like 5
chat.
hours.
To let you guys know, Jay, Steve, and I have a Facebook Messenger group chat called Poof. So when I get those poof messages, it's these two guys.
Yeah.
Hold
And
on.
it's
Hold on.
Steve. Usually it's Steve.
Yeah.
Usually it's Steve, like right away.
I feel left
I'll
out.
tell you when it was from this morning. Let me see here.
Oh, I would have said good
2 a.m.
good morning. I know I would have said good morning, poofsters. That's
Yes, 9:24 a.m. Eastern.
6:24.
6:24, and he's good morning, poofsters. What a great night at Guitar Center it was.
Yeah.
Johnny-
Because no. Here it is. Just so you guys know, Monday to Friday, the stock market here on the West Coast opens at 6:30 in the morning, and I have to be awake for that because I've got buying and selling.
Okay.
I got buying and selling of shares that I always do. As soon as I get I work in the day, I see Mom at the hospital, and then I either watch the show Tuesday, and then right after that I do whether I'm buying shares of Apple or Google or whatever, and then I have my clients that I buy and sell stocks for. So I'm always doing deals. So 6:30, I have to be in front of the big screen watching the stock market and then I go online and see all the deals that are going through. Yeah.
But me and Johnny don't have to be in front of the big screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a multitasking
The
dude.
poof
Man.
alarm. The
Machine.
poof
man.
alarm.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's what I do. You see, if everybody with an Apple phone, and I'm sure other people have this option too, when I go to sleep at night, I hit that little moon button, and I don't get any alerts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can, Steve, you can message me at 4 a.m. my time, and I won't get it. So you can, keep them coming. Wake Johnny up.
Yeah, my phone's not even in our bedroom, so I leave it
That's
out.
actually a healthy thing.
Yeah.
So someone in the chat mentioned they think 1983 is kind of their best era of the original Van Halen. But I'm sort of with Caleb on the Fair Warning tour.
What do you mean somebody? That was the guy who got you the shirt.
Yeah, I was saying that's yeah.
All right.
That's Poof. That's Poof himself.
Yeah, John BL 5150. My favorite era, yeah, I think is 1981. Like the whole set list of Fair Warning for me. I really like that tour and the setup of songs the best. I know Diver Down and 1984 is missing. Like all those songs are missing out of it, but just for me, yeah, I really like that era of the band. I like the Fair Warning setup, like all the songs.
Favorites. It's my favorite stage setup too.
Oh yeah, the city backdrop. Yeah,
I just like cabinets everywhere, like pointing in different directions, and
yeah,
that was
no,
cool.
but I like the cityscape on the backdrop. Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
Mean Streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poof.
Fender Guru from New Zealand says his favorite Van Halen era is the Hagar era. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know. Every time. Yeah, John BL, I hope one day someone in the vaults will be able to find some old shows that were recorded.
Or find the original Poof shirt.
Yeah, right.
Show that to Mike next time. This is the actual shirt you wore.
I know they always say that, okay, they got the soundboard of like every show and everything, but there's got to be more video out there of like even the second tour. There's got to be stuff out there of the Van Halen shows of the original band. There's got to be way more out there than we know.
Oh, there's got to be way more from that night.
Yeah.
Because if they're gonna just choose those 3 songs the way they did,
yeah, I saw an interview, Caleb.
It seems a little strange.
Yeah, I saw an interview one time with Eddie Trunk with Michael Anthony, and that was asked, and he said, no, like the production company that was filming that night was just taking the 3 songs off the new record. So that's all. Like, I don't believe it either. like why wouldn't you record the whole thing, right?
What's weird is like they record song 5 and 6 of the set and then wait till song 17 of the set.
Yeah.
So that's strange.
Yeah.
What are those guys doing between 6 and 17?
Unless they were like paid, contracted just to do those songs. I mean, I don't believe it, but I mean, it's the only explanation I can think of.
Yeah. And it happened with like Kiss. They came out with this series of videos, DVDs. It was called Kissology. They had like the first Kissology 1 was like from 1973 to 1975, like the first 3 albums, and Kiss Alive. And then they had Kissology 2 was from like 76 to 78. And then so Gene Simmons had this vault of live concerts, and all of a sudden they were all released. Like every single tour, they had a full-on concert. And then the stuff had never been seen before, right? So I think in the vault somewhere at Eddie's house, probably. I've seen stuff on TV once. I saw Eddie and Wolfgang in 5150, and there was like a wall of
all
tapes.
Those tapes up on the wall there.
Yeah, like you can't. Like there's got to be like stuff up there that video-wise that no one's ever seen. I bet. Yeah. I hope one day it'll get released. Anyways, yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And hey, Fender Guru, I've never seen Duran Duran live. No,
me neither.
never.
I would have thought you seen them.
I wish I saw them on the astronaut tour in 2004. I wish because Andy Taylor was with them, and believe it or not, him and I used to talk a lot over Twitter, over Facebook, way back in the day. He's a really cool dude. But no, I've never seen them live ever. The only 2 guys I ever met in person was Roger and John. And there's a video on the channel here where you can see me meeting them.
Taylor.
Yeah, you just reposted that yesterday, Johnny. I saw it.
Yeah. Because we were talking about that last night, and then I posted a couple Power Station videos, and then threw that in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Spanky. Both me and Johnny are big Andy Taylor fans. I had all this solo stuff. No, I'm serious.
He says he can't believe that I think he's a great guitar player. Is what he's saying.
No, he's saying he can't believe you do like him because Spanky likes him too, right? And same with me. Yeah, he didn't get to express himself in Duran so much. Yeah, and his solo work, whether it was Take It Easy or the record Thunder, or Power Station, right? We talked about that last night, all this stuff last night, like how great the sound was, and Tony Thompson's drums. And Jay Hannon, you don't want to sing the song "Some Like It Hot" to him because it kind of gives him a headache.
No, it gets in my head and I can't get it out. I like the song a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally, I don't know. I think early on I had so much hatred for that band just because when I was all into Van Halen, no one else was, and everybody was into that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and the Police. It was all Johnny Beane. So I went to school with a bunch of Johnny Beans. So.
When I was younger, I didn't like 80s pop very much. I mean, I loved Michael Jackson when I was a kid, but a lot of the other stuff like Madonna and, Duran Duran was okay when I was a kid, but I had more respect for it and started to love it once I probably got maybe like 1920 is when I really, really like started to go back and like, man, this is great music. The melody and the songwriting.
All right, quick. Mine's A View to a Kill. What's your favorite Duran Duran song?
Save a Prayer is my favorite Duran Duran song.
Johnny.
Oh.
Sorry. Don't say The Reflex.
There's so many of them. The Reflux. There's so many of them. I'm gonna say the first single from Astronaut.
Really?
Which is what?
This is a great album.
It's called Wake Up to the Sunrise or something.
No,
like that.
well, it wasn't that. It was maybe the next one. The one after that. The music video where the guy and the girl are sitting on the car looking up at the stars.
Man, that's hard.
What's the name of that one? I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
That has a great guitar solo. And the guitar solo is like nothing, but it fits the song perfectly. Huh?
It's tasty. Guitar solo.
That's the name of the song, huh?
Well, who has the album? Who has the record?
I have it somewhere. All my stuff's
right now. I'm on my Spotify.
I almost had it. I'm saying it's my favorite song. I can't even think of what it's called. It's one that okay. Ordinary World. That one's definitely up there.
I probably would have said that a couple years ago.
I covered that one with the gig I did in Oakland recently.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I like the song. I like the one called Come Undone. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Cucurella.
Astronaut is not on Spotify.
What?
Yep. It goes Duran, Rio, Seven and the Ragged Tiger, Arena, Notorious, Big Thing, Liberty, Duran, the Wedding Album, Thank You, Red Carpet Massacre, All You Need Is Now, the live album, A Diamond in the Mind, and Paper Gods, and that's it. There's no Astronaut. How is that possible? How is that possible?
I almost had it. What's it called?
Reach Up for the Sunrise?
Nope, it's not Sunrise. It's
Want
dun,
You More?
Dun 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 dun.
I'm reading them off. I just pulled it up.
Oh, we got to find the song.
It's before Want You More.
We got to find the song because Johnny's doing dun duns and air guitaring.
That's the song. That's the song. Something Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Something
tomorrow.
What happens tomorrow? There you go. That's it. That one. I'll say for right now that one, because I've always really dug the guitar solo in that. And like I'm saying, the guitar solo, you hear it, and it's really nothing as far as all this craziness, but it totally fits. It totally fits the tune. That's what it's all about. Is a guitar solo complementing the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what happens tomorrow? That's it. What happens tomorrow? Duran Duran. Check it out, you guys.
You know what album I was listening to a few nights ago, boys?
Yes.
How about this?
And fade in.
Is that Roxette?
Roxette. Yep.
Roxette?
Wow.
That's another thing that I used to despise. I never liked that stuff. And there's some good songs, man. Good melodies and harmonies, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
ABBA's coming out with 2 new songs.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that too. I think Garbage tweeted something about ABBA coming back.
Yep.
That's the original 4 people?
The original 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they still together? Are they still married?
Well, they came together. I guess they did like a reunion tour or something like that, and then they were like, they got along, and then let's go into the studio, and they're like, I guess 35 years the last time they recorded something.
Holy.
Yeah, and they were like, it never. It's like never skipped a beat. It was like it was yesterday.
In ABBA years, 35 years is like yesterday.
I know.
Because you think of ABBA, you think of the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, I know they have 2 songs. I'm not
You
sure
think of Art Bell.
but they're coming out. Yeah, a couple of new tunes.
Yeah, this is the wedding album. This is the Johnny was talking about Ordinary World, and I like the song Come Undone that was on this. That's the wedding album. That's the cover of it. This is the one I found in the cupboard over here.
Yeah.
Yes, Spanky says Hungry Like the Wolf was the first song he heard from Duran Duran. I think that's a lot of people because that was like the MTV, boom.
Yeah, they had
Planet Earth was the first one though, right? Wasn't Planet Earth?
Planet Earth
was
the first
before
one.
that.
But for a lot of people, it was the Reflex was the first. For me,
Hungry Like the Wolf was the first video, and it blew up, and then Rio.
Yeah, it was the same record. It was Hungry Like the Wolf, Rio, and then the song I like the most is Save a Prayer.
Yeah.
All those videos were shot in Sri Lanka, and that's where I went in January. So I went to all the sites that are in the videos.
You should have reenacted some of the scenes.
I
You
kind
guys
of
want to know
did.
something? We can bring this back to Van Halen, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is this true?
we always do.
I'm thinking, the Reflex video?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that was filmed at Oakland Coliseum,
Wow.
which is the same as the Unchained 81 video.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm thinking Reflex is the same stage.
Wow.
I had that 45.
Is that true? Maybe. I heard it. I heard that was true. I don't know.
Good night, John
That's what
B.
my friend told me.
150.
John, good night, buddy.
Come on, John. We're talking Simon Le Bon here. Come on.
Rick Rhodes, man.
Thank you.
There goes John. Poof.
Poof.
Yeah, I'm about to punch too.
I can't believe we did that last night. Well, Caleb did it. Yeah.
We all did it, man. I
We
shared
all
it with
did it.
him.
Yeah. Last night was an event.
Last night was killer, man. And I was sitting in a hotel room on the road for work.
You went 3 other people.
Yeah.
Saw it.
I popped up and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is awesome, man.
The first time my wife's ever watched a show.
First
Honey,
away.
I got to drive 2 hours. You better watch the show because I'm driving 2 hours away from the family to do
Oh, I
this.
think she wanted to watch just because I put all that effort in. She's like, okay, what's going on? I better watch this.
We wanted to make sure that you were actually there.
Right.
It's just because try explaining that to somebody. It probably sounds like a big made up.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you drive across town in traffic?
And I gotta bring the shirt because he wore it in the concert.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want him to sign it.
Because
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Hey man, there was an In-N-Out burger stop as well, and Lisa supplied the burger.
There you go, Lisa.
He knows the name,
Oh yeah.
man.
I
I mean,
got
just think back. 30 was it 38, 32 years? Is it?
1986? Yeah.
Think back, 32 years ago, all of us watching that home video, thinking in 32 years, a friend of ours will be, talking to Michael Anthony, showing him this T-shirt he's wearing, in this video, and getting this experience that,
Yeah.
I think we were all secretly hoping that it would be a guy with the pink parachute pants getting Eddie to sign them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, guys, before the night's out and everything, I just want to thank you guys for messaging me and including me on last night.
we were trying to wake you up. We sent you a billion messages.
No,
Yeah.
because right here I'm on the couch and I've been napping. Every time I eat something, I end up napping on my couch. And then I get up and I went to get a beer and then I looked at my phone and Jay's like, "Hey, check your messaging on Facebook." And I go, "Look, oh my God, we're going live. What?"
Who
Yeah,
sure
'cause I remember. I keep forgetting that you don't have like Messenger on your phone. You actually have to check it from your computer. That's why I was like, I'm going to text him because he's probably not looking at his computer right now.
No, unless I'm sitting right
move.
here. Yeah.
How come you
Unless
don't
I'm sitting right
message on your phone?
It's all business, Michael. It's all phone calls, texting, photos. That's it. I don't go online on my phone. It's unless I'm sitting here, I don't see any internet stuff. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just chaos, man. I got my day job and then I have a heritage house with like 14 tenants and I have a condo downtown that I rent out. So there's another person. Then my mom's in a rest home. I got my aunts and my cousins and their kids and it's crazy, man. So I don't have time in the day. Yeah.
So secretive, Steve. We don't know anything about you.
No. Jay does the job, man. He phones me. He phoned me the other day at lunch, and I'm feeding mom. Yeah.
Yep, I had to check in on him.
Yeah.
God bless you for taking care of your mom, man. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I had to get a new massage therapist for my mom because I had this guy I was paying about $66 a week for, and because my mom has it. Yeah, my mom has MS. She's been in a wheelchair since I was about 13, like 1984.
Oh wow.
And so, that's like 34 years. So like half the day she's in a chair. She can't walk. She can't feed herself with her hands. Like the MS started in her feet and moved up her body. So her feet, like she's sitting in a chair like for 12 hours of the day. And so the blood and fluid and stuff sort of pools in her feet. So her feet are kind of swollen. So I pay this guy. I've had him for probably 4 years, but he's really super rude to all the staff and that, at the rest home. And I had no idea till Tuesday. I'm in my cast. I just had surgery, and I saw mom. I took a cab and saw mom, and then all of a sudden, this manager at the rest home comes up to me and says, "Hey, you know what? This guy you have coming in to help your mom with her feet, he's really rude to the staff here." And I'm going, "Whoa!" No idea, right? So I fired him. I got home and fired him, phoned him up, and then I hired a new girl. Her name's Jessica, super nice. I met her today. And so I got a new girl. It's just to help the blood flow for my mom's feet, right? Because she sits all day in a wheelchair, right? So yeah, it's super sad and tough and everything, but I just you just step up, right? Like Caleb did last night. He steps up for his brothers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poof, baby.
Do the right thing.
Yeah. Forrest Gump, don't leave him in the woods. Go get him. Yeah.
Vintage Sounds asked, did anybody meet Eddie in '74 when he was doing backyard jams? I personally didn't because I was 5 and living on the East Coast, but I have met people that saw that band playing backyard parties and places around town in the mid '70s. So I've heard plenty of stories.
Yeah. And
I was -3, so I didn't.
Yeah, So this is for Vintage Sounds. Vintage Sounds, you can get a DVD that was released about probably 2007. It's called Van Halen, the Early Years. And they really talk about the early days of the band. And they talk to like the sound guy from like the first tour, and David Lee Roth bodyguard, and Alex Van Halen's drum tech, like all those guys. And they talk a lot about the early days of the band. I mean, that's what the video is called, right? And our friend Jeff Hausman's on it. And yeah, they even talk about Women and Children First. Like the first show of the Women and Children First tour was in my town here on Vancouver Island in Victoria. That was the first show of the Women and Children First tour. And yeah, it's really cool stuff. You can find it on eBay. It's called Van Halen, the Early Years. And yeah, I highly recommend it. It's probably over an hour long. And yeah, they talk, there's some really cool stories from the road crew of Van Halen back in those days. How like Journey used to sabotage their sound that was coming through the PA, Van Halen sound. And lots of interviews with David Lee Roth's bodyguard. His last name is Andersen, like me. And
Eddie Andersen.
Yeah. And there's some really cool stories there. And also, yeah, Alex's drum tech has like, it's called the Van Halen Museum, like his garage. He lives still in Pasadena, this guy, I can't remember his name, but yeah, if you go into his garage, he still has all the old original posters from like 78 on, and backstage passes and stuff. Like his whole garage is covered with all the stuff. And yeah, so it's a really good DVD for Van Halen fans to see. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jay?
Tired, man.
Yeah, I'm tired.
It's 12:31 in the morning on the Pacific Coast. East Coast 3:32, and Jay Hannon's still up.
Wait, they're 3 hours and a minute faster?
Just a minute.
Just changed over.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's pretty exact.
Yeah.
Before I knew about time zones as a kid, I thought that literally like you walked a couple miles, that was a minute or something.
Yeah.
You want to hear something really stupid?
Go for it.
When I started buying 45s when I was a kid, well, when my parents started buying them for me, and MTV was a huge thing, I thought the time on the actual record was the time of day that they would show that video on MTV. Yep.
Good night, everybody.
What record I was looking at. I think it was like Shake It Up from the Cars or something.
Did you actually sit in front of the TV set at that time?
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was like, wait a minute, it's not starting.
What a jip.
Yep. And then I look back, what an idiot. And then another thing, this is around the same period. You know, my parents had a record player downstairs that had, 45, 33 and a third, and 70, was it 78? 78. So it had three speeds, I had a Fisher Price record player that only had 45 and 33 and a third. So
Awesome
I grabbed,
Awesome speakers.
yeah, the one little speaker. So what I did is I went into the kitchen and grabbed a knife and tried to cut the groove or the slot that had the selector speed. I figured if I would have cut the slot out more, that it would go to that next speed, and I'd have that. Yep, I'd have 78 on my Fisher Price record player. Yeah, didn't work.
Wow, a little engineer.
Idiot. I mean, I was 15 when I was doing this,
You sure you didn't do that?
week.
You sure you didn't do that to any like fretboards recently, or?
Oh man. Yep.
That was brutal.
Sorry.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like it.
Thanks. Call the callback, everybody. It's called the callback.
Wait, where is it? Where is it? No, actually, where's something good on this? If you say something good, where is it? It's a burp. Never mind. No, that's not it.
We're
Is that
getting
the Dave
flagged.
box?
It's a sound machine.
That's from Target.
Yes.
Yeah, I played with that thing like 2 years ago, 3 years
Dude.
ago.
So yesterday we were at Target, right? And I'm walking around, and Ellie's in the cart, and I don't know if I picked it up and just handed it to her because she likes to play with it's 2.5-year-old kids just pushing buttons, So we're near the makeup aisle, and she keeps hitting this. There's all these girls and women around me, and I'm just like, and then she hits the fart button, and I'm like, oh my god, man.
Awkward.
Yep.
Awesome.
Very cool. Should give her the Roth soundboard.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Nikki.
I played
Nikki-
that earlier, and they were like, "Where's Caleb?"
Yeah. I let my kid play with that. He figured out he could put like 5 fingers on each one and do 5 at once.
That reminds me. Do you guys have not Home Goods? What is it called down here?
Home Goods.
Depot?
No, it's some other place. I forget what it's called, but they have like the kitchens. It's not Home Goods, it's something else, but they have like the kitchen area where they have like pots and pans, plates and stuff, and they have like this whole section.
From Beyond, like
What the hell? World Market, that's what it's called. So they had a whole bunch of, I guess they call them, they're egg timers, right?
Yeah.
This whole box of them. This was only a couple years ago, guys. I wasn't 15 or 12 when I did this. I set them all to go off, and then we left. It was probably like 20 in this on this one shelf, and I'm, turning them all. I'm
Did you
like,
wait?
I'm so pissed.
You didn't wait?
No, I didn't wait. I didn't
Should've
wait.
filmed it.
it's like going into a 70-story building and hitting every floor.
Yeah, and then getting out on the next floor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I got no balls, guys. I can't stay around. I do it and leave.
You hear that, White House?
Oh, yeah.
Say his name faster.
White pass.
Well, I heard he has no balls either. So.
No, but I didn't get it until tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an idiot. That's what I'm saying. I never put 2 and 2 together with his name.
Hey, Nikki J. I haven't seen that name before. Have you guys? Nikki J?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that a girl? We have a girl here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's new.
Don't get too excited there, Caleb. Jeez.
I'm like, we have a female.
Right on.
Look out, eh?
Send her a link, Nick.
I don't know if world markets were like a South Carolina thing, or if they're all over the place.
No, it's out here too. World Market, right in the center of downtown Walnut Creek. There's the World Market, which I used to think was Pier 1, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
It's not the same. I mean, it's similar, but different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we have Pier 1 up here. That's a good store. Actually, a lot of stuff I have here is in my place is a Pier 1. Like
Pier 1 imports.
Yeah. It's like I got these Mexican wicker chairs and the terracotta cushions on them, and yeah, it's cool.
No, I say it like that because if anybody remembers the mall scene in Blues Brothers,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When they're
No,
driving through.
Pier 1 imports. Just the way he says it is awesome.
That's the movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a hilarious movie, man.
The movie,
Yeah.
the album, the poster.
Mhm.
For me, the poofster. I had all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, one of the first real rock stars that I actually met. Well, I guess I've met, a few, but I worked in the store in Berkeley, this guitar store. I'm outside having a smoke back when I smoked. Walking down the street is Steve Cropper.
Oh, all right.
The guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers. And he was coming into the shop.
Nice.
And from me being as a kid watching that movie, I couldn't believe I was looking at this guy.
Hey, Ticey. Hey, Scott Nickerson. Awesome. You guys are here. We got 38 watching. 38 watching. It's 12:40 in the morning Pacific. It's 3:40 in the morning Eastern. Jay Hannon is still
39.
here.
Just went up 40.
Birthday time. It's gone up to 42 now.
That's amazing.
42.
42.
James Orcutt still around. James Orcutt's been here all night.
James, thanks so much for the super chat earlier too, man.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Crapifornia.
California, you saw that.
What part? What part is Crapifornia?
Brent, no, I missed it. Vintage Sound says, "Do you guys ever sleep?" Well, yes, except for Steve.
Yeah.
I've never seen
not
him
sleeping.
sleeping.
He
No.
sleeps with one eye open.
Gripping his pillow tight.
Yes.
Those aren't pillows.
Yeah.
NorCal.
Oh, what was the Ace Ventura one? Your gun is digging into my hip. What?
What?
Flag.
He keeps putting
Yeah.
the chewing the gum.
Ray Finkel.
Finkel and Einhorn, Finkel and Einhorn.
Oh, that makes me laugh every time I see that show, man. Yeah. Every time that's on, I have to watch it because I laugh my head off.
If you want to laugh, type in the deleted scene, one of the deleted scenes from the first Ace Ventura movie.
Oh yeah.
When they're with when he's with Cannibal Corpse on stage and he
Oh yeah.
grabs, it's probably the funniest deleted scene I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I gotta watch
Does
this.
he do the guitar leg?
You got to watch it. It's effing funny, man.
Whenever he did the guitar leg, I thought that was the greatest thing ever. Just put his leg up and play a guitar, and it's genius. God.
Yeah, but anybody out there, if you haven't seen it and you want to pee your pants,
I gotta
if you
look.
want to be as cool as Miles Davis,
I have to look that up.
that's good, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
He's great in The Mask. That's a hilarious movie.
Oh, The Mask. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Brent, what's up, man?
Brent Z rocks.
Brent. Yeah, you guys know Brent? He's a great guy, man.
You know him on Facebook, Johnny?
I know him in real life, man. I've had him on here. He's called in many times.
Cool.
We've talked. We've talked on the phone here and stuff. Yeah.
Call in now, Brent. Make a
No,
phone.
James, I'm not even close to good, man.
I am. My eyes are starting to burn. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm.
That's after a birthday, man.
Jay, you've had a long day, man. You had that smoking killer sub. You've had pizza. You had drinks.
Yeah.
It's late. Yeah.
And I was at my dad's house till almost. I kept my father up till almost 3 a.m. last night. Yeah, when they came over tonight, he's like, "What time did you go to bed when you got home?" I was like, "Man, like 15 minutes after I got home." He's like, "You kept me up till almost 3 o'clock."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, Caleb, that's what I said to Jay. I was like, my favorite thing about last night when you were like sitting down talking about the Schecter bass to Michael Anthony, like there's like Jay and his dad were watching. Like there was like the little.
Yeah, I saw that still.
Yeah.
Someone
That was my
posted this still.
That was one of my favorite parts of last night.
They're like right
Dave's
next to
dad
each
is
other.
watching
Yeah, like-
this.
Yeah, because we were on the couch and I leaned over.
Like, this is my dad.
I was like, Dad,
So-
Caleb's meeting Michael Anthony.
Yeah. So Jay, just as far as your dad goes, Jay, what did he do for work as he was raising you? What was he doing?
He was a land surveyor.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Well, that's cool. Wow. For like, how long did he do that for? Like 20 years, 30 years?
Oh man, he did it for probably 30 years probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's kind of, that's like a city job, right? Like working for a city?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Private firm.
Oh, okay.
Does your dad? Does he know how special?
I
Michael
am. Yes,
Anthony?
he knows how special I am.
You are like Michael Anthony. Like watching what you watched last night with Caleb. Does he understand how cool that is to you?
Yeah, he does. He understands. He's a big music guy too. I mean, he's not into the heavy stuff, but he respects it. He's more of like a Eagles, 70s rock type of guy.
That's cool.
But I mean, he put like my brother played drums for years in the basement. He put up with it. And then with me, the same type of thing, and I used to listen to I still do, but obviously I don't, live home with them anymore. But I mean, I used to listen to some heavy crap, and they very rarely said anything. The only time I will say this is kind of funny. When I started getting into the heavy stuff, I borrowed this kid's Iron Maiden Number of the Beast tape.
Yes.
Right?
Awesome album.
Yes. He heard the intro to it. Because the intro to the album is like, holy crap, 666, the Number of the Beast, all that stuff. And this was right around the time my grades started to decline. because I was getting into music.
Yeah.
And I would just, instead of doing my homework, I would just sit in my room and listen to music,
Yeah.
So he thought me listening to this music was kind of like, maybe I was listening to some bad stuff. So for a while there, he would take my cassettes and take the lyrics and read them. And I'm sure you guys remember the band Halloween.
Yep.
Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1 and 2, which are landmark albums in my mind.
Yep.
So he heard that stuff and saw I don't know how he saw it, but he saw the album cover or something. He's like, Halloween, huh? Let me see that. And I can still remember him reading the lyrics in his room. I was in my bedroom waiting for him to bring the tape back in so I could listen to it. And I remember him reading the lyrics out loud. And a little while later, he brought the tape back and he's like, these are actually like really positive lyrics. He goes, you can listen to this, no problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always thought it was funny that he thought that it was the heavy music that was making my grades decline, where it was just like I wasn't interested in school anymore. That's all it was.
Yeah, I had the double live record, Live After Death, the Iron Maiden one. Like you'd open it up, right? And there's like the gatefold, and that's when they had the mummy in the back of behind the drums, and like it was like all that Egyptian stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, my dad was totally negative on the album cover. It's like, oh, what the hell are you? What is this? Like totally negative, right? Without any listening or anything. But then when we watched the Freddie Mercury tribute in like 91 or 92, probably 91, I think, was the Freddie Mercury concert.
When James Hetfield was up there. Yeah.
And then he watched. He actually, my dad, like the only time, like he watched Metallica when they did the Nothing Else Matters. And my dad actually paid attention. He actually stood there and watched the whole song. I never forget it. Like I looked over and he was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I guess because Nothing Else Matters is sort of a sensitive song.
It's a
right?
great song. But
yeah,
back to my dad and Van Halen, right? He comes over and I'll have on, Live Out in There or something because Ellie loves it. Summer Nights, my 1.5-year-old, something about that song. Like, if you, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys before, but in the beginning, when Eddie's playing the intro to Summer Nights, he flips his hair back, right? She does that now. We're watching. She'll watch.
Oh, that is awesome.
The second he does it, she'll start to do the same. And then Sammy's up there shaking his head. She'll start to do like the same moves, and I'm like,
Yes.
you see this? You seeing this? So we had this was a couple months ago, but I had the video on one night. My parents were there, and my dad was watching. He goes, I can't believe that they don't get along anymore. He goes, look at Sammy and Eddie. They're in love on stage. Like, how can you know?
So Jay, my question to you is, like, last night when your dad was watching Caleb sitting there with Michael Anthony, did your dad recognize Michael Anthony?
Oh, yeah,
from Live
yeah.
Without a Net? Oh,
Yeah,
he did.
He knows it. Like I said before, my brother, who's 4 years older, he's the one that got me into Van Halen. So my dad knows all about, Van Halen and Roth, and he knows all those. So he'd be able to pick them out in a lineup.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Cool.
not like my father was oblivious to that
Yeah.
stuff. He knew what was going on, but.
Hey, Caleb, this is one of my unboxings tonight was the Guitar Man this is from Japan.
Yeah.
And I ordered this like mid-January. I don't know what's going on in Japan, man, but things take 3 months to get here. So this is obviously Fair Warning on the cover, right? Fair Warning Live.
Yes.
And yeah, all kinds of photos of Ed's guitars in it. And this is the one I was missing because I have the other ones, but this was the one I was missing. So I sort of completed the set. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that picture.
Yeah.
And Scott Nickerson says, that's awesome. All I can hope for is my girls don't like Justin Bieber. You know what? Ellie, I have music on all the time. Like right now, she's sleeping. I have my old iPhone connected to a Bluetooth speaker playing music, whether it's classical, whether it's like right now, I have my Sammy Hagar playlist on there, and she sleeps right through it, but always music. And somebody said to me one time, one of my friends up in New York, he was like, what are you going to brainwash her into liking heavy metal? And I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah, our buddy in New Zealand there, Fender Guru, wants to know about these books. So Fender Guru, this is the Guitar Man. This is on eBay, buddy. You can find these on eBay. They'll come up once a week. They'll come up. So they come from Japan. They're all written in Japanese, but there's great photos in them. This is the first one from the 78 tour, Eddie Live. That's the first one. Here's the second one. This is Eddie. I think Johnny and I talked about this. Is probably Oakland, Day on the Green, 1979, maybe. I don't know for sure, but that's our guess. Yeah,
Oakland
I think that's in Texas somewhere.
Well, the Texas Jam,
I
maybe.
think so.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I think the gig is in Texas. That's
like
literally like 2 weeks after he painted that thing red.
Yeah, that's the second one. And then this is the Fair Warning Live Guitar Man. This is the third one. All on eBay. Vintage Sounds. Most of the stuff I get, even building guitars, it's eBay. I just have a search. You can search for Kramer Pacer parts or Charvel parts, whatever you want. Guitar World, Guitar Player, all this stuff. And every single morning, if something comes up, I get an email. And that's how I track all this stuff down. And this is the Young Guitar, the first version of this. That's the Kramer 5150 before stickers on it. That might be one of the first. Yeah, the decals.
Three decals.
Yeah, so that's that for me. This is probably the first photo of this. If I don't know how we can document what's the exact date that we first see the Kramer 5150, but I mean, this is damn early. There's no stickers on that. It's almost untouched. Couple burn marks from cigarettes on the body. But other than that, I mean, that's just as clean as I've ever seen it is on this.
You know what though? They're it's probably from the photo shoots for the tour, or even maybe from their rehearsals, because that looks like a soundstage wall. So
Oh, okay.
that's where that probably is. I think they rehearsed for the tour in a soundstage.
So this is before 1984 tour, Caleb?
That's probably like in December or early January '84 before they embarked.
Yeah. And everybody in the chat, you'll notice like the Kramer 5150. So this guitar without stickers, I think, Caleb, wasn't it like 3 or 4 months into the tour, then all of a sudden the stickers were put on?
No, I think it's like 3 or 4 gigs into the tour.
Oh, okay, because I have seen live photos of that guitar without the 5150 stickers on.
And that's from the first shows, like in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Those stickers.
Yeah.
He's got the wood plank for the tabletop, and
Yeah, look. Here's a live, which is an awesome photo, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Live photo of 5150 stickers. Yep.
yep.
So
Yeah, that's cool, Jay. That one, because it's a 2-pager.
Pre-Decals.
pre-Decals.
Pre-Decals. Brent, I'm getting your call, Brent. But I think we're about to wrap it up because we're like 5 till, and we're going on 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
it is the birthday show, but
The late
It ain't my
show
birthday
marathon.
anymore.
Jay's going to be 50 by the time we end this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who knew that Jay Hannon and Ace Frehley had the same birthday?
Yeah, I think
He's probably
Ben
still
Coombs,
up.
Messaged me earlier and told me that.
Yes, let's get Ace on.
Is
He's
he
probably available.
is he doing a Guitar Center thing? Can we?
Caleb, hunt him down.
All right, here I go.
Explain this one to your wife now.
He's been doing the Gene Simmons Vault experience with Gene Simmons. He's been showing up. Ace Frehley. Yeah.
Here's another hour.
Yeah.
I've been watching those. I've been watching those with him
Yeah.
and with what's the one
Vinnie
after him?
Vincent?
Vinnie Vincent. I've been watching those. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool. And I'll admit I'm not a hella nerd when it comes to
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah.
So it's like, this, but I get it. And it's cool.
Yeah. And there's some like the last year, Gene Simmons has been doing concerts. He has 3 guitar players with him and a drummer, and Gene's playing bass. So it's like a 5-piece. And
our friend Vinny went to one of those. He was on stage with Gene Simmons. Did you guys see
Yeah.
those pictures?
Yeah.
Vinny
Yeah,
was
there's
up there with him. I saw
Yeah,
those. Vinny, if
there's
you're
a-
hearing this, we saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a great show from last year. It's like March 18th in Cleveland. And that was like the first show of these shows that Gene's been doing. And just doing, like, if you know the Kiss material, like doing super rare stuff. But these guys he has playing guitar, there's 3 of them, and they're from Nashville, and they're total like Kiss freaks. Like they know every note, like every solo, everything. And like even Gene's like shaking his head. I can't believe these guys know how to play all this stuff so perfectly. And so it's pretty cool to see. If you guys think about it,
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Just look up
You got 2 minutes.
Gene Simmons tour Cleveland 2017 on YouTube. It's right there, the whole show. And if you know some of the songs from when you were a kid, yeah, it was pretty cool to hear. So that was cool. I liked it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm done, kids.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb, thanks
We
for
good?
showing up, man.
We're good. We got 1 minute. So Steve.
Yeah. Thanks everybody in the chat. It's 50 Fun 50 Friday, Jay Hannon's birthday, and thanks
It's
very
Sleepy
much.
Saturday now, man.
Yeah, Straturday. And thanks everybody for the support. My ankle's getting better. I can move my toes and I can put pressure on my foot now. And thanks a lot, everybody. I didn't expect anybody to say anything, but I've been getting messages on Facebook, text messages from Bruce Man on my phone, and BHB. Is that Bruce? Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I totally didn't expect that, and you guys are super awesome. Thanks very much. And so tune in Tuesday night for the Johnny Beane
Tuesday,
show.
huh?
Yeah, 5 o'clock
Tuesday?
Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Johnny, you'll be on here again.
I will.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks to Caleb, Jay Hannon, Michael Smith for being here, and Dave Nesdall, who left us early.
He's a poofster, man. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Steve, I don't want to cut you off, but also same thing with me. Everybody, thanks for the birthday wishes, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's in here, and Facebook Messenger as well. Like, that's really cool that people, are doing that or did that.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, and thanks for the positive vibes across the board. It's been nothing negative, and it's inspiring. We all feel like we're doing the right thing here, so all good.
Yes.
And check the links down below and subscribe to our pages. I put a new song up. I wrote a song Tuesday night. I was injured on my couch. I napped for like 3 hours when Johnny was live, and then I watched the show after, but I wrote a whole new song. So check it out. And subscribe to Caleb's channel, Guitar Leads. He's going to have a new show coming up, his second show. Yeah. So all good. Check it out. Click the bell.
Yeah.
Check it out, eh?
Check it out.
Yeah. And go back one video.
Go online and buy these. You gotta get these. Nice.
You got to have that thing every time now, man. You can't. There we go. There's the poof shirt. There it is.
Wait, show it again. Show it again.
I got one back here.
Yours isn't signed though, Steve.
No, not even close.
Say something, Caleb.
Oh, something.
There you
Caleb.
go.
Something,
Look at
Caleb. Something.
Ah, you got to frame that. Look at that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glass frame in behind the glass, and we'll get you another one. John Biel will send you another one.
Yes.
Volunteering.
Thanks. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. Don't forget who gave you the Floyd Rose for your 5150.
I will never forget.
Don't you forget it. Don't.
I'll never forget.
Get it.
Look at this guy in the chat. Stack of pound cakes. Canceled my Netflix, spending too much time binge watching this show.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I can use pancakes right now.
Oh, read the next one, Steve.
Fleshlights are in stock now.
I don't know what those are.
Alrighty then.
There you go, John.
Everyone's going on Google right now.
Don't go on Google.
And then their girlfriends or wives are going to look at the search history and be like,
Oh, no. You just caused like 25 divorces. Actually, I did. I told you to read it. Anyway.
Slightly used.
yeah, just slightly.
Nice.
Slightly.
All right.
Cool.
Take us
All
home,
right.
John.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Wow, we did 4 hours tonight, you guys. Well,
Kicked ass.
well, technically, I did 6 hours tonight. We did 2 hours earlier. Man,
That's a lot of content.
man. Yeah, and this counts as my Veda. So I'm not going live anymore tonight, you guys.
It's tomorrow. You don't have a. You can't.
Well, tomorrow, yeah, I'll do something tomorrow, but
Today.
Scott Nickerson just wrote gross. And then right after he typed that, his credit card number.
Gross. Wait, whose can I get?
4476.
Oh. All right. I can't believe we had 30, 40 people sitting here all night tonight. This
No,
was,
people love this show, man. The numbers are
Wow.
cranking up every Friday. Yeah,
dang,
There's still 34 people watching.
crazy.
they love it.
Steve, you got to stay on by yourself, man.
We got more people sitting here now than we had with Michael Anthony last night. We have 30 more people now than we did last night with Mike.
Yeah, that was impromptu though.
Wow.
Happy trails, boys.
Yes. All right.
Thanks, Jay.
If you missed last night's video, go back one video. I'll put it. How am I looking at this? Right here will be the Michael Anthony video with Caleb. It'll be right here.
Sweet.
So check it out. Subscribe to Caleb's channel. All the
Yes.
links right down below. Everybody. And Steve.
Yeah.
Michael, awesome shirt, Mike. Thanks again, man.
Thank you.
The link to those shirts right down below. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Jay.
Yep.
Thanks.
I'm going down the line. Eventually, it'll take me an hour to end these things. Caleb, last night was awesome. And congratulations on your interview tonight. And looking forward to your next episode of Guitar Leads.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's going to be
Me too.
killer.
So, yeah. All right, everybody. Oh, I see that.
Yep.
Oh,
Have a good weekend, everybody.
it's your birthday. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another Veda, and then we'll see you, after the next day. Same thing. All right, JohnnyBeane.com. Good night. Leave a thumbs up.
Eh.